Welcome to Tuber Chat. Whether you're working on your first 1,000, 2,000, or even 10,000 subscribers and beyond, you've come to the right place. We're going to introduce you to some of the most influential content creators that can help to get your channel moving beyond your first 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. The very first channel that we're looking at today is a long time friend. I believe they've been with Tuber Chat well over a year, could even be as long as a year and a half. Somebody who I've known to be incredibly supportive to other creators, but recently they started making frequent appearances here in Tuber Chat again and are here for just about every single stream. The reason why I feature channels is because of generosity and impact I see within the community. Hugo Homestead is somebody who collaborates with others, is willing to get involved with their YouTube community, and as a matter of fact, while I was digging through a few of their older videos, I realized that they took part in the Fall Fest 22 giveaway that was hosted by Gail Southern Living, another dear friend, and I'm always happy to see creators working together in that way. That was an incredible collaboration with generosity at the forefront of the subject. So hopefully everybody will connect with this creator. They're well over 500 subscribers now, so they have to be excited about the new graduated monetization system. And we'll check in with them and see how their watch hours are doing. They've got some shorts on the channel right in the front and center, so we'll have a look at those first. We see that they've already gotten into 1,200, 1,300, and even beyond 1,500 views. Live streams are something that I believe they might have tried before, and we'll keep an eye on the channel and see if they're going to do those again. We've always got our notification bells on for every channel. When you get to the About page, just before I dig through their videos, you're going to see that they're in the Midwest, gardening, rabbits, chickens, canning, prepping, simple life cooking, and friendly talk. They've actually got a lot of variety on their channel. They take us shopping, and they bring us in a greenhouse. They show us some of their gardening tips and things like that. But they also let us know here, Hygge, which is how we pronounce this word, as if it was H-O-O-G-A, but it's actually H-Y-G-G-E. As you can see, Hygge Homestead means cozy, peaceful home in Danish. So we're actually learning something before we even get into the channel. And one of the things I've noticed about our homesteading friends, and I group a lot of categories together there: farming, ranching, gardening, even camping, fishing, outdoor, bushcraft type channels, is that the creators behind these channels seem to have an instinctive nature in wanting to share knowledge and resources with each other. And I just think that's wonderful. So it's great that we're learning before we even get into the content. There's cooking videos here. There's shopping videos here. They're taking us both indoors and outdoors for different types of activities. Like I said, there's greenhouse. They're giving us their tips and tricks when it comes to gardening and homesteading and things like that as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to Hygge Homestead. We'd love to push them towards the 600 subscribers we know they must be thinking about. Pardon me just for a second here. And I've got quite a few names on our wheel already, so I'll add some more names as we see them. I see Just Jason Keto is here. We always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat, but for anybody brand new to Tuber Chat, we always go through the chat later in the stream, usually after about a couple of hours, and start adding names to the wheel from our chat list based on who's been most actively engaged in conversation. I see Coastal Waters there as well. Euphonic Balance is brand new to Tuber Chat, I believe, but they're dropping a super chat on us, so thank you for that. I really do appreciate that extra generous support, and for that reason, we will look at that channel first before we start spinning the wheel. And we'll get to that shortly after the introductions. I've got quite a few names on the wheel already, along with Coastal Water and Just Jason Keto. Pauline's Lifestyle and Woman Outdoors were early in the door. Via Speaks Royally, along with Trippin' with Dre and Michelle and Don Ray B, were all early here, as well as, of course, Scratchin' PPA, who's always in the pole position, and Michael's Adventures, who's right beside him. I usually speak of these two creators together because while they're beloved and dedicated moderators here, they They are two of the most supportive creators that I've met in my 6 years on YouTube. And then, of course, my love, Kristen Walton, is along with them as both a member and a moderator. I see Eddie Lugo Studios coming in. He streams every single day. And the rapid growth of not only his channel, but all of his friends as well. He's got some close friends. They do a great show. They talk about things like this day in history, a lot of cruising and travel talk and content as well. And I'm lucky enough to join them often. So Eddie Lugo Studios is on the wheel. Canadian Family Life, we had a interesting conversation this morning on Come Hither with Heather's channel from Australia. She hosted a live stream where we joined her along with Drew's Adventures and had a conversation about Canada and whether Canada's actually as nice as everybody seems to think we must be. And I hope everybody will go and check that out. So that's on Come Hither with Heather's channel. And that was a great conversation of about an hour and a half. Canadian Family Life, of course, is Tiffany, and she was on screen with us. It was a great conversation. But as well, Canadian Family Life has their own news. They've recently been entered into the partner program and so are monetized. Tomorrow at what I believe works out to 7 p.m. Eastern, they will be doing a monetization celebration stream. So we'll be sure to catch them for that, and hopefully everybody can connect with Canadian Family Life now, get that notification bell on, and make sure that you catch that. Just Jason Keto has been a member for 6 months and growing. I really do appreciate that. He's another fellow Canadian, actually. And just as I'm saying that, is gifting another membership. He's done that what seems like 100 times. And while I really do appreciate the extra generous support here, I know that Hyper Blitz will be happy to have picked up that membership, and I am quite sure they're in the chat. I'll just wait to double check that they're here. And if that's the case, I'll get them on the wheel right away. They've been a member before. And Just Jason Keto has done that a countless number of times. It's an incredibly generous thing to have done. I certainly do appreciate it, like I said. I also noticed Mona Did What and Embarkation Nation are coming in. I'm just getting their names on the wheel because they happen to be members. Like I said, I'll add names from our chat list after a long period of time. Yaya's Best Life is also here. But what we're going to do with Just Jason Keto is we're going to look at that channel right after Euphonic Balance because we're treating those gifted memberships like Super Chats these days. And then we'll get to spinning the wheel. So let me just see who else is with us. Andre Southgate is in the house. Baron has come in. He also happens to be a member. We'll get him on the wheel. He posts every day as well. And then Backlash Fisherman is here with his wife, Coastal Water. And we got quite an overwhelming beginning. This is more of a traditional time slot for us. I know I've been moving things around, so I appreciate everybody's patience. And My Crafty Styles, thank you for being here. Andre Southgate, I think I said hello. And then Abandoned Exploring Mike was here early as well. Now, hopefully I'm not missing anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. And what we're looking at right now is Hugo Homestead. So this is our featured channel for today. We feature a different channel every single day based on impact and generosity that I've seen within our community. We do that across all of our social networks, including Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, and on the thumbnails of our videos. And the reason that we do that is so that you literally have the opportunity to meet hundreds of loyal and dedicated supporters even when we're not live streaming. And we're at episode 589 today. Goshlin Gotcha 3004. Good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And forgive me for not being certain if this might be your first time here. But hopefully anybody that is new is feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators that will come through the chat today. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. So let's go right away and get moving through channels. We always put as many on as we can in about a 2.5 to 3 hour period. We'll get Euphonic Balance up here because they dropped a super chat. And thank you for that. I really do appreciate the extra generous support. I wonder if this is a new channel or if this is a longtime friend that's got a new channel. But I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream. So what I'm going to do is take the latest video from this creator. I'm going to put it in my watch later list, and what that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. I'll watch that video in full. I'll leave a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I'll give a thumbs up, subscribe, turn the notification bell on. That should make our connection stick, and then hopefully have our notification bell on as well so you don't miss our further live streams. We are usually here 3, sometimes 4 times a week, but we mix up the days and times so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. And this looks like a channel that's going to help us relax. And we've got a few channels that help us with that. Growing What I Eat, thank you for coming in. They also happen to be a member. And I just put Just Doing Our Best, which is going to help us with prepping on the wheel. We always put members on the wheel right away. We're going to go next to Just Jason Keto. So thank you one more time, Euphonic Balance, for that super chat. Hopefully we can push them towards the first 100. We know that the race to the first 100 is more challenging than ever, but as long as everybody's doing as much as we can for each other, we see channels growing, hitting different milestones like the first 100 and far beyond all the time. Just Jason Keto's up here as another fellow Canadian, actually. And he wants to help us with healthy eating and healthy living. As you can see from his recently updated banner, nothing tastes as good as healthy feels. I personally know that. I think most of us do. And hopefully we can take motivation from Just Jason Keto, because I believe in almost every case we can eat a little bit healthier, live a little bit healthier, and I feel the same way about a few different things. Dutchfly61 is a Skywatching channel. Thank you for being here as well. If I didn't already say hello, Just Doing Our Best, thanks for the highlighted milestone message along with Growing What I Eat there. And I got to get you to pardon me just for a second. It's not going to be 3 minutes. Alright, pardon me for that, longer than I thought. And I know I'm missing a bit in the chat, so pardon me for that as well. Postcard and a Pint is here. Thank you for coming in. Woman Outdoors, thank you for the kind words. Just Doing Our Best took over our stream boss position. Every super chat and membership, including free highlighted milestone messages, knocks a little bit of life off of that video game life meter under my camera. The last person to knock it out and take over gets some extra exposure for a little while, and that will be Just Doing Our Best. And I also noticed that Postcard and a Pint is dropping a super chat on us. So I'm going to try to catch up with the chat. I actually had to run away from the computer there for a quick second, but we'll get back rolling in a moment here. Growing What I Eat also did the same thing, so thank you for that. Growing What I Eat will come up right after Postcard and a Pint, and then we'll get back to spinning the wheel. Pardon me while I struggle to clean my list up here. And then Andre Southgate's still in the house, so thank you everybody for your patience there. I try not to take off too many times. We'll take an official break in another 10 minutes or so. Wayne's World Unlimited from the UK, good to see you in the house. Thanks for being here. And Just Jason Keto, like I said, is going to help us with healthy eating and healthy living. Let's look at his shorts videos first, because I just want to show you something. When we look at his shorts, we see a lot of healthy looking videos. You get the idea right away when it's Just Jason Keto that he's obviously following a keto-based diet or lifestyle. So lots of healthy looking things here in the shorts, but what you'll notice is a lot of these have gotten into the thousands of views, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, and even 6,000 views. But one breakout shorts has over 22,000 views. I've watched this one, and if you see it, you'll see some incredible pan flipping skills, if that makes any sense. He flips way better than I possibly could. But that's an interesting thing. Now, live streams are frequent. He does these every Thursday night. I was hoping I'd catch that, but I missed that. He had Woman Outdoors, who's also in the chat with us right now, on his channel. So I'm going to put that into my catch-up list and make sure I go back and see what you were talking about there. And Just Jason Keto does those weekly, but one of the things he does in his videos is interviews with creators as well, where he brings their life perspective, if that makes sense, stories, the idea of trials, tribulations, challenges, and tips and tricks that people have for us as well when it comes to the idea of following a keto-based diet or lifestyle. So we always learn, and when I've been able to catch Just Jason Keto, either for his live streams or even for the premieres where he runs these videos as well, he's always attentive to the chat, and I always find myself learning something and compelled to participate, which is great as well. Lots of product reviews on the channel, but he also gives us his own tips, tricks, and even hacks to get more value out of some of the things we might be buying or making when it comes to a keto-based diet or lifestyle. So hopefully everybody will connect with Just Jason Keto. He's working on 900 subscribers. It looks like he's going to have that any time now. And he has been an unbelievably generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for well beyond 6 months. We know that. And the reason he's up right now, of course, is because he gifted that membership. And like I said, we're treating those like super chats. He's done it countless times. And I really do appreciate that extra generous support. So we'll get back to spinning the wheel shortly. Thank you again, Just Jason Keto. And we're looking at Postcard and a Pint in another moment here. We'll see Woman Outdoors channel, which is in Just Jason Keto's latest live stream. When she comes up, she's a member, so she's already on the wheel. And I see that Big Dude is here as well. He's going to inspire us in a spiritual way. And I've got him on the wheel now as well. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. And then when we look at Postcard and a Pint, it's been a little while since I've looked at this channel, but they've got shorts front and center here and over 2,200 subscribers right now. When we look at their shorts, we see that these have gotten into a few thousand views here, one of them over 5,000, and a breakout shorts over 12,000 views, which is great to see. So that will likely continue as they post more and more. Live streams might be a thought for the future of this channel, but they let us know. Travel with us, have fun with us, enjoy a cold beer with us. So cheers to the good times is what they're trying to bring for us. I see that I'm quite behind, but what I'm going to do is take your latest video. I'm going to put this into my catch-up list, which is a playlist I use to keep caught up with creators, and that will give me a chance to catch your latest video and just make sure I catch up a little bit. It's D-Bankroll. I'm going to get you onto the wheel right away because you happen to be a member. And one of the things I should mention, because I haven't mentioned it yet today, is that if anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. I noticed that Postcard and a Pint is saying, we're too scared to live stream. You know, a lot of people feel that way, and one of the suggestions, it doesn't come from me, but more so from people here in the Superchat family, is the idea that you can go on to other people's live streams, especially with that new system now from StreamYard, which allows everybody to simulcast and put one stream out to everybody's channel who's participating. Lots of our friends do that now, but hopping in on other people's live streams is a great way to get used to the idea. And then there's really not much to live streaming other than getting the camera on, and I promise you the chat helps you keep going even when you're unsure of what to say, because the biggest thing that I think I've heard from people talking about why they might not live stream is, what am I going to talk about, right? But I promise you the chat will start to ask questions. They're going to notice every single thing on the screen, every single noise they hear, and it's enough to keep a conversation going. And we've all got enough life stories to be able to start telling those as well. She Stole My Thunder, thank you for another super chat. That is another fellow Canadian from the Montreal area. She happens to be a member as well, but because of that super chat, we'll get her channel on the screen right after Growing What I Eat, and she's done that countless times as well. So Postcard and a Pint, we'll be looking forward to it if you decide to live stream. But like I said, we've got notifications on for every channel, and I am happy that you're here in the chat again. I do appreciate every moment everybody can spend. I know not everybody could be here every day or for 3 hours every time we stream, so I do appreciate every moment, even if you're just coming by to say hello, give a thumbs up, or hang out in the background. I know we got a few friends that do that. She Stole My Thunder just gifted 5 memberships, my dear goodness, and she's it's typical for her generosity, to be honest with you. She's done that several times before, and I see that Dutchfly61, Roadhog Yarn Again, Pallets, Pouts, Perfumes, and Panning, and Cliff Hefner all picked up those memberships. So for those creators who are still in the chat, I will get them onto the wheel right away. And for those that haven't been here yet today, that get their notification and come in, because I promise you, of all the notifications, it seems that gifted memberships notifications seem to work the best. So we'll likely see a couple more creators come in because of that. And thank you. And like I said, we'll put up She Stole My Thunder shortly. And Katie's Kitchen is in the house. I'm going to get them onto the wheel. And if anybody has not already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. So thank you again, Postcard and a Pint, for your super chat. Again, to Growing What I Eat as well. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. Here in Tuber Chat, things like super chats and memberships are absolutely unnecessary. Very much appreciated, of course, but you know, we do keep everything open to everybody. It takes a long period of time now, but after about another hour and a half or so, I'll probably start adding names to the wheel from our chat list based on who's been most engaged in chat, if that makes sense. Spiky is in the house. And thank you, Wayne's World Unlimited. Forgive me, yes, one of the newer creators in the chat asked about Threads earlier. I was lucky enough to have caught that the day it came out. We talked about it here. I know a lot of creators are on it now, and they got, I believe, 30 million users in one day, because that's the new Twitter competitor app from Instagram. But I don't know if it's true or not. I've already seen at least one post that said that messages were getting cut off because they violate the terms or guidelines or whatever you want to call it. So we can have the argument over free speech all we want, but I don't expect an app like that to last. And forgive me, because it's not that I just want to frown on somebody's idea, but we've seen this kind of thing before. When somebody asks you, hey, what is Threads? You basically have no choice but to say it's like Twitter, but for Instagram. And when you have to say it's like Twitter, the very first question that somebody will ask if they don't already know what Twitter is, hey, what's Twitter? And why is somebody making something like it? Because it sounds like Twitter's the place to be. But this is what we see in social media. I've been very lucky to have been involved in all this stuff from the very early days of CompuServe, AOL, even MySpace, Friendster, and those things as well. Not saying I'm right, of course, but we'll see. I have a hard time believing that anything from any company is going to overtake another one that's already so established like Twitter. Butler Family Farm is in the house. Story time with Uncle Bill. Good to see you here. And I'm going to get Butler Family Farm on the wheel. We're going to talk about Growing What I Eat's content in a quick second here. By the way, yes, I do have threads. I have it personally and for Tuber Chat, so if you want to connect there, that's great. Also, I haven't posted for Tuber Chat yet, but I will expect to add that into the routine. And of course, like everything else, it's always Tuber Chat. I'm on Instagram all the time, Facebook most of the time, Twitter some of the time as well, and then I will likely look at Threads and TikTok occasionally. So Growing What I Eat is up right now, and this creator is going to help us understand tips and tricks when it comes to gardening and growing food and trying to be as self-sufficient as possible. They're already at almost 800 subscribers. They might even get 800 today during this stream if they're able to be here for a little while. When we go through their channel, we're going to see a lot of garden updates and a lot of tips and tricks when it comes to growing different types of things, particularly container gardening, as we can see. Now, I'm still learning about all of this stuff, but they're talking about homesteading, tropical fruit, farming, fruit trees, citrus trees, vegetables, berries, plants, potatoes, and much more. They've got some shorts on the channel, and we'll look at those and see that these have gotten into 1,700, 1,900, and even over 2,000 views, which is great to see. And then live streams are something that's occasional. I caught them for the last one. They were working really hard, as you can see, but hopefully I'll catch them again. Growing What I Eat's been another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for quite some time. We actually had about a year and a half ago, maybe a little bit longer, an influx of homesteading, farming, ranching, and gardening channels come through the Tuber Chat family. So lots of creators to learn from, and I hope you'll connect with them. Patrick Hollick, good to see you in the house. Hopefully I'm not missing anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Thank you one more time, Growing What I Eat, for your super chat. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. They've done that many times. And next up is going to be She Stole My Thunder. And this, like I had said, is a fellow Canadian from the Montreal area. She dropped a super chat coming in and gifted 5 memberships as well. So just over the top generosity, for which I'm extremely grateful. Butler Family Farm is going to be up next because they also dropped a super chat and already took over our stream boss position, which is that video game life meter under my camera. Every single super chat and membership knocks a little bit of life off of the stream boss, and the last person to knock them out and take over get some extra exposure. That will be Butler Family Farm for a while. They've held that position before. Oh, I got you now, Butler Family Farm. At first I put you on the wheel, but I'm doing a better job today of remembering those super chats and things than I have in the past. Scratch and Pete PA is a beloved and dedicated moderator that has been known to have to pick up on hundreds of mistakes that I've made during the streams over the last 550 some odd episodes, for which I'm sure we're all grateful, actually. And then She Stole My Thunder's up on the screen right now. This creator talks to us about books, art, and movies, and they actually do a lot more on their channel, but this is what they introduce us to when they bring us their recently updated banner. Now, as you can see, there's a lot of variety here. They talk about art galleries, museums, they do actual reviews, sometimes they're reading, sometimes it's stories to be told. But then as well, they give us some helpful videos. I'll skip over to the live streams. They've got a new one coming up, which is a movie review. But what they've done recently is a couple of videos with a program I use called Canva, which is a website and an app that helps whenever we want to do any social media graphics, banners, thumbnails, or anything else. Yes, A Woman Outdoors, you're absolutely right. I promise, I'm older than you think I am. But when we look at She Stole My Thunder's live streams, these also could be reading, could be just hanging out, talking in the chat, and a little bit more helpful videos if you dig through a little bit. When we get into the shorts videos, you're going to see that this creator's gotten into the hundreds of views. That will likely continue to grow as they post more and more. But one of the interesting things that this creator has that's unique in the TuberChat family is a Flickr account with over 190,000 photos as well. So they happen to be a photographer, and they talk to us about that on their channel as well. So hopefully everybody will connect with She Stole My Thunder. We saw her drop a super chat on the way in and gift a handful of memberships. Now I'm certainly grateful for that extra generous support. She's very well known for that, and I'm sure everybody that gets those memberships or picked up those gifted memberships will be happy to have them. So that She Stole My Thunder from the Montreal area of Canada, and we're going to look at Butler Family Farm right now, which is another almost unique channel in the TuberChat family. They bring us homesteading, farming, and ranching content, but they bring us 116 acres worth of that content as well. So a very large farm, and they bring us for other activities outside of farming as well. Mr. Mickey, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the chat here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. So Butler Family Farm, like I said, 116 acres. They got a special mail call video here from Lazy Days Ahead. I'm going to take this one because it's in your featured position. I'm going to put this in my catch-up list. YouTube gives us lots of ways to dress up our front page. Like you see, they've got a lot of different playlists worth of videos here, and featured channels they've got going on, shorts on the front page. So Butler Family Farms put a little bit of work into that. They've got a premiere coming up for a monetization celebration for themselves as well, which is going to be on Sunday at 1 p.m. So I'm putting the notification on for that. I've always got notifications on for every channel that comes through here, but we also recommend that everybody put notifications on for everything you see, whether they're premieres or live streams, and regardless of start time, because we want to definitely do everything that we can for each other, and that sends a signal of interest into the YouTube algorithm. I'm just going to grab one of their latest videos because I see I've fallen behind here a little bit. I'm going to put that in my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to catch up with the latest video as well. And then shorts videos here have gotten into 3,100, 3,300, and even 4,300 views. So that will likely continue. That looks like an interesting... what's for dinner? Is that a burrito? Interesting. And then... when we look at live streams, I didn't realize they'd done one just a few days ago. There's Tiffany from Canadian Family Life, a couple other familiar faces in that StreamYard panel. Now, Butler Family Farm as well gets really involved in the community. We see a lot of familiar faces. There's Scott from Rambling with the Brooms. Belt Loop 29 is on there all the time. And then they got involved in a couple of meetups recently. One was an Ozark meetup. The other one was the Mid-America meetup with over 80 channels worth of creators and supporters. That's a big thing to have been a part of. And they brought us live streams every day for 3 days, which I was grateful for because I was able to watch. So Butler Family Farm is working on 1,600 subscribers. We're happy to know that they're monetized, and we'll be looking forward to catching them tomorrow afternoon at 1 p.m. Eastern for their monetization premiere. And then what we're going to do right now is spin the wheel, see who's coming up next. We'll take a break. If anybody has the ability to share this stream, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, including Threads, I'll be very appreciative of that. It helps get a few more people into TuberChat right now and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther, both today and in the coming days and maybe even weeks ahead, as a replay because of the engagement signal sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share. I'm going to get Cricket 208 and from the other side of the fence onto our wheel. I see Maynac Buds is in the house. Thank you for being here. VS Speaks Royally is coming up in just over 3 minutes. All right, we are almost back and about to look at VS Speaks Royally. I know I'm forgetting to put a name on the wheel and I can't figure out which one it is, but as the chat rules, I'll try to catch it. I see the Bud Files came in. Dutchfly61 picked up one of those gifted memberships. We've had another couple of new channels come through, so hopefully everybody that's brand new is feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. And if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. Thank you for the shares, because it looks like that worked. We had a few channels come in all at once. Emotion is here. He's a moderator and a gold member. I just typed in something in the chat there. Emotion New Soul. That's what we use to find Emotion's channel, because his channel name is so short and popular, so we have to do everything we can to push him up the search results. Pardon me, but he's been a dear friend a long time, as has been VS Speaks Royally, who we've got on the screen right now. This creator brings a little bit of variety on their channel, usually in shorts and videos, so we'll look at those first. It's not uncommon to have creators, even when they have a niche channel, bring variety into their shorts videos, but we've got 3,400, 4,800, and 7,100 views here. Videos comprise a little bit of variety in between their main subject, which is the royal family, and then live streams are almost exclusively following that niche. Really haunted places. Good to see you here. Black Guns and Gardens, good to see you in the house as well. When I take those breaks, by the way, we do it frequently now, almost every half hour. I was trying to do it every 45 minutes or so, but this is how I manage to keep my voice going, where I talk endlessly for 3 hours. So I know they can be frequent, but it's what is helping us get through a lot of this stuff. The other thing I should mention, I haven't talked about it for a long time, is you'll notice on Superchat, unless I make a mistake and don't actually click the box, on almost every live stream, the live chat replay is not there when we're done. And the reason for that is two different things. One of them is because it prevents anybody from just coming in, grabbing everybody out of the chat and not actually participating, because we want to make sure we're always connecting the right way, right? It's always patience and generosity that drive the thought behind the generous support that we're expecting to give each other, if that makes sense. So that's the reason that's the biggest reason why that's not there. The other thing too is not that I expect it today, because we have very few mods here. Every moderator on this channel is very much trusted. They've all been dear friends of mine, most for 2 years or longer. But we did once in the early days of Superchat have a rogue mod go through and start deleting people out of an old chat and things like that. So that's something to be considered, right, when you're thinking about adding moderators for your channel. I know everybody has different ways of looking at that, but here it's not necessary to have a lot either. We get all of our moderators are very experienced. Like I said, they're dear friends of mine, but they're all dear friends of each other. They all have channels of their own. They all do different things, but they all have an overwhelming sense of generosity as well. Elevate with Vern is one of those as well. Thank you. She's a mod and a member, and she's dropping a super chat. That's my YouTube best friend, my BFF forever. It is a long time. I've actually known Elevate with Vern for well over 3.5 years now, and she is influential and inspirational in the creation of this channel, as a matter of fact. So I hope everybody will connect with her. Because she dropped that super chat, we're going to look at her channel right away after VS Speaks Royally, before I spin the wheel again, because we always do that for super chatters. We put them on the screen right away. Members get added to the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. Cricket2OH just dropping a highlighted milestone message. So did Professional Paranormal Research a while ago, so thank you for those. They knock some life off of our stream boss, and I've got them both on the wheel. AceFlaw1, Andy, I've also known for about 3.5 years. I'm going to get them on the wheel as a member as well. We will open up the wheel and add names from our chat list based on who's been most actively engaged in chat. That's probably another hour to hour and a half from now. But thank you again, Elevate with Fern, for that extra generosity. Absolutely unnecessary, but very much appreciated. She, of course, has done that countless times as well. So what we're looking at right now is VS Speaks Royally, and I broke up the content here, but VS Speaks Royally is monetized. Lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. This creator, like I said, does shorts, videos, and live streams, but live streams are where this channel really shines, in my opinion. She's been a friend of a very long time. She's another creator who seems to be everywhere all the time. VS Speaks Royally talks about the royal family, and we all know that the royal family's always got stuff going on. And so what a year they've had. And VS Speaks Royally was very much in a great solid position to be able to bring us more content as things have really been interesting in the world of the royal family over the last 8 or 9 months. So this channel has been growing rapidly, now over 4,600 subscribers. You know that I say of channels of this size that there must be much to be learned from them, as well as entertained and inspired by, because of what they must have already been through in their YouTube journey. We all know, can imagine what it takes to get to a level of, let's say, 3,000 and beyond. Emotion New Soul is just dropping a super chat. I'm going to get their channel up right after Elevate with Vern. And Black Guns and Gardens is also dropping a super chat, so thank you for that. I'm going to get them set up as well. And we will get back to spinning the wheel shortly. And hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. Is From the Other Side of the Fence here? I may have missed them. I see one creator reaching out from the other side of the fence. Yes, thank you for that. I'm going to get them onto the wheel also. Pardon me, because the chat is really moving today. Cruising Scene, good to see you in the house. And thank you, everybody, for being here. I know we're at a more common time for what we usually have done on Saturdays. Unstable TV's also in the house, our favorite Irish couple. As I heard them referred to this morning on Come Hither with Heather's channel when Canadian Family Life and I were on there. So I hope everybody will go back and check out that conversation as well. Euphonic balance is making me laugh in the chat. VS Speaks Royally, I'm just going to grab, let's say, your latest live stream. It's been a while since I've caught them for a live stream. Now, I was saying that this is where this channel really shines, and the reason why I say that is because VS Speaks Royally always engages conversation everywhere that they go. And I understand or believe that engaged conversation in anybody's premiere or live stream is doing a great service for the host. It's how we run the wheel here in Superchat, right? Because I understand that conversation starts friendships, and that's where the magic really happens. Now, VS Speaks Royally does a great job of leading conversation on their own channel during these live streams as well. And if you want an example of very lively, vibrant conversation, this is a perfect channel to see. When she's doing a live stream talking about the royal family, there are lots of engaged chatters going back and forth constantly here. So hopefully everybody will connect with VS Speaks Royally. Obviously another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter, as I have mentioned. And next up is going to be Elevate with Vern. If I missed anything in the chat that anybody had meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up. Or at mention Superchat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. Elevate with Vern is a dear friend of over 3.5 years. We refer to each other as our YouTube BFFs, and it's an interesting story because when we started, or when I'd already been on YouTube a couple of years, but I was introduced to a few creators in the small YouTuber community, and Elevate with Vern was one of these creators, but very influential, and I sensed that right away. And I found myself, hanging out with her on Saturday nights during her live streams. We tell that story often, again and again. And over a short period of time, we actually became great friends. And, at one point I'd gotten my wrench on her channel. I was so excited. And we've had a lot of conversations, in real life conversations. Plus, we've collaborated with each other several times. We have a lot in common. And one of the things that we've talked about is the fact we both happen to be adopted. This is one of the reasons, or the main reason, why Elevate with Vern started her channel, was in search of information about her birth mother. I'll let you find out more when you get to her channel. But we've, over the years, learned more and more about each other. Our friendship's grown. We've had these collaborations together, and you'll often find us on each other's channels. Elevate with Vern is the creator who has joined me for the first 4 special editions of Tuber Chat, episode 100, 200, 300, and 400, where we have a 2-hour conversation about details about the algorithm, the YouTube system, our experiences, things we've learned from other creators, and helpful tips and tricks. A lot of that information is still relevant today because we talk about fundamentals, so I hope you'll go back and check those out as well. Now, on Elevate with Vern's channel, it's essentially a variety channel. She does everything from product reviews to unboxings, a lot of motivational talk, lots of live streams helping creators understand the YouTube system. She's helped a lot of people get their channels moving, including myself. A lot of what I learned to get Tuber Chat started was learned from Elevate with Vern. Like I said, I'd been on YouTube a couple years earlier, but even I had to learn all of this stuff. How do we connect? How do we swap playlists with each other? And ideas like this. So when you visit Elevate with Vern and any of our other moderators, you'll be able to meet more friends and family members during premieres and live streams. Now, I can see I'm behind with your videos, I think. Let me just have a quick look, I'm sure. And let me grab the latest video. She's doing a Carnival Cruise try-on haul. It's because I see her dancing right there. Vern's always singing and dancing, and she's so passionate. You'll catch her on the other social networks as well, streaming just about every single day. Always motivating others, always inspiring. She's got some shorts videos here into 1,500 and even 1,600 views. Live streams are something that's frequent. You'll catch her all the time. You can see the different facial expressions here for all of the different reactions she has to the things that come up in the chat. And when we look at these, we see that these can start getting pretty popular as well. She's an original member of the Drop the Link Day crew. We talk about that often when Gio or Be Amazing Sylvia or Marlene are in the house. And hopefully everybody will connect with her. And let me just look through her channel. When we look at the VMAX show, this is a second channel she started at over 700 subscribers now, where we get an opportunity to learn more about the creator behind Elevate with Vern. So hopefully everybody will connect with her on both of these channels. And like I said, she's a dear, dear friend, has been a moderator since the beginning of Tuber Chat, as a matter of fact, and a friend of over 3.5 years. The reason why I say that is so you understand what kind of support you can expect back from a creator like this. And I believe I met Brown Girl Bella, who's in the chat now, through Elevate with Vern. So another friend of well over 3 years, could be 3.5 as well. I've got Brown Girl Bella on the wheel. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. Thank you again for another super chat, my dear friend Vern. Absolutely unnecessary, of course. Very much appreciated. She's done that countless times. Next, we're looking at Emotion New Soul. Now, the channel's called Emotion, but we use the words New Soul to find this creator because his name is so short and popular as a word, of course, right? So we want to do everything we can to help each other, and by searching, finding, and clicking on each other's names, we help each other rise up the search results. Eventually, YouTube will do a better job of predicting when we're looking for this particular emotion or any of our channels over time. You can imagine as hundreds of creators are searching, finding, and clicking on your name, it'll benefit. Antonio Brim, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Elevate with Vern, thank you for another super chat. I really do appreciate that. She's taken over our stream boss position. We've seen that roll over a couple of times now. And then thank you, Brown Girl Bella, for another super chat. I really do appreciate that. We'll get Brown Girl Bella up right after Black Guns and Gardens because they, along with Emotion, drop super chats as well. We'll get back to spinning the wheel shortly. Mike and Rihanna's Reich and Rihanna's Adventures, our fellow Canadians from Alberta. I'm going to get them onto the wheel. They happen to be a member. And if anybody would like to swap playlists, by the way, like I was talking about with Elevate with Fern there, for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. And if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Lori's Tech Time is a longtime friend with a couple of channels as well. I've got her on the wheel as a member as well. Together We Travel, not sure if I said hello. I know you've been here for a while, so thank you for being here. And I'd rather make the mistake of doing it twice than not doing it. Woman Outdoors is gifting a membership right now. Kat Lynn will be happy to have picked that up. They've been a member before. Woman Outdoors has done that kind of thing countless times. We saw her channel earlier in a thumbnail from Just Jason Keto. And I'm just going to get Woman Outdoors ready right now because of that gifted membership. We're treating those like super chats. So we'll put her channel onto the screen right after Brown Girl Bella. And then I see Scott from Rambling with the Brums is coming in. I'm just laughing because the chat is flying faster than what seems like ever today. Scott from Rambling with the Brooms is here. He's a fellow Canadian. He says hello neighbor because he's actually in Ottawa, and that's only about 4 hours away from the outskirts of Toronto, where I split my time. I actually live in Niagara Falls, but between the two, we're not too far from each other. Scott from Rambling with the Brooms also wants to help people meet new friends and family members, as does Emotion. Like I said, this creator's here as a moderator and a gold member, so we see their channel every single day in the slides that run at the beginning, middle, and end of every live stream, and their link is dropped by Nightbot every 30 minutes or so, as we've seen as well. Now, Emotion is a talented singer and songwriter with an official artist channel. Here he brings us his original works, usually in the form of music videos, sometimes compilations, and then he rounds out the channel with shorts videos as well as reactions. And a lot of live streams on the channel. Some of these are compilations, some are live performances, and he's got some shorts videos as well, and these have gotten into 1,300 and even 1,600 views, so that will likely continue as well. He's got a second channel called Writing with Emotion New Soul. This is where we get to see how the music is made and a better look at the man behind the music as well. He's working on 800 subscribers over here, and he rounds out this channel with more shorts, more compilations, and more reactions videos. So hopefully everybody will connect with this creator. Again, we always type in Emotion New Soul to find this creator, and one of his two channels will come up probably right away when you do that. Your search results will be different from mine because YouTube is constantly trying to predict what each creator or each viewer is searching for. Some of it's based on geographics and your browser history as well, if that makes sense. So let's spin. I didn't mean to spin the wheel. We'll spin the wheel. We'll see who's going to be the first channel to come up from the wheel after we get through the rest of our contributors here. But Katie's Kitchen will come up shortly. Once in a while I do that and take things a little bit out of order. Katie's Kitchen will be excited for that. They've been with us for a while already. And we'll get them up right after probably Rambling with the Brooms, who's coming up soon. Black Guns and Gardens dropped a super chat on us, and thank you, Writing with Emotion New Soul. And Emotion, my dear friend, he's done that countless times before. Black Guns and Gardens has also done this. And we always put super chatters on the screen right away. Members get added to the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. And after a long period of time, we will add some names to our wheel from our chat list based on who's been most active. After the stream today, we'll do a music stream on our copyright-free music channel as well. So another 2 hours from now, you'll get an extra hour to meet friends and family members. It's like a party going on over there, almost like a Tuber Chat after party. There's a virtual nightclub happening, a video game going, and Nightbot will drop links for everybody as well. Black Guns and Gardens is going to talk to us about preparedness and self-sufficiency more than anything else. They talk about gardening, prepping, aquaponics, and self-defense. They do that through a variety of different videos, including product reviews. I'm just going to take their latest one. I'm going to put this in my catch-up list. I can see I'm behind. mastermind, and then you get an idea of a lot of the different things they're doing. So tips and tricks when it comes to gardening and other preparedness, and then a lot of product reviews as well. When we get into the shorts videos, we're going to get hints as to some of the long form content, including product reviews as well, which is really cool. And some of these shorts videos have gotten into 1,200 and 1,300 views, so that will likely continue. Black Guns and Gardens is very well known to be out supporting other creators. I've run into them countless times when I'm out supporting others, and they've been a longtime friend of TuberChat. It's got to be well beyond a year now. Brown Girl Bella is coming up next. So thank you, Black Guns and Gardens, for a super chat again. I really do appreciate that. Thank you, Elevate with Vern, for all of your super chats as well. I really do appreciate this extra generous support. Brown Girl Bella has done the same thing. She's done that countless times. She's been a silver member all of this time. She's one of our longest standing members of well over 2 years now. And Brown Girl Bella is really interesting because this creator truly stands alone in on her own, how do I say, like at the pinnacle of the YouTube journey. I'm not making any sense the way I'm trying to describe her. Brown Girl Bella is somebody who is incredibly influential. She's somebody who I met well over 3 years ago. I think it's 3.5, right around the same time as Elevate with Vern. She's been with TuberChat all of this time. She still comes in as frequently as she can, but she's very well known, first of all, as an incredibly generous creator that wants to help others grow. She also had helped when I was learning all the things we talk about here, and this is beyond 3 years ago now that TuberChat's been here. She always allows people to connect, and she stands alone in her channel as somebody who is a marketing and branding expert. When you get to her channel, you really feel like you're in Brown Girl Bella's world. So for instance, she'll talk to her members as in like, come and get Bellafied, you know, and get into the Brown Girl Bella family. Now she still stays true to her content. She's done Get Ready With Me videos, product reviews, beauty videos of different types, as well as a couple of live streams that have been going on for as long as I remember. Sunday Sips is a popular live stream, and Bella After Dark happens every Thursday night as well. And she is able to really, like I said, just bring you into her world when you're over there. You'll have to be over there, especially for the live streams, to see what I mean. But she posts with absolute consistency, is monetized. So Super Chats and memberships available when we get there. She's working on 4,900 subscribers. She's going to be officially on the road to 5,000 anytime now. I'm just going to grab one of her latest videos so I can catch up a little bit. But you get an idea of what I'm talking about. Professional looking thumbnails and presentation on the channel all the way through, and has been for the longest time. Like I said, product reviews, beauty videos, Get Ready With Me, and often we get a chance just to hang out and get to know Bella in her live streams as well. So hopefully everybody will connect with her, and I'd love for you to get that support coming back to you as well. Her shorts videos have gotten into 1,800 and 2,400 views, and she's been an incredibly supportive creator to others, to myself, and here in TuberChat for as long as I basically remember, to be honest with you. And next up is going to be Rambling with the Broom. So thank you again, Brown Girl Bella, for another super chat. I really do appreciate that. She's done that countless times. Rambling with the Brooms is another fellow Canadian. This is Scott, and you recognize this creator because we already talked about him for a quick second in this stream, because we saw him in some thumbnails from Butler Family Farm, because Scott managed to get down into the Mid-America meetup as well. Scott is somebody who very much wants to help others grow and wants to help others along their YouTube journey, and introduces friendships between creators to each other, if that makes sense. He helps get friendships started. Now, he's got a lot of shorts videos. We'll look at these first because they're front and center on the channel. We see he can, as a fellow Canadian, he can bring us some beautiful Ottawa weather, which matches pretty much what we get here around the Toronto and Niagara area. Lots of deep snow, but also very hot summers. Now, he's got 1,600, 3,000, and even one breakout shorts video, over 7,700 here. I've hung out with him many times for live streams. He's got a couple of popular live streams. So Procrastination Thursday is a popular live stream he's been running for a long time. He was doing Saturdays for a while, and I believe that's the one he moved to Fridays now. So Shenanigan Fridays takes over from Saturday Shenanigans. We get a great chance to get to know him. He introduces us to other creators as well. He collaborates with others. One of the things you'll know about Rambling with the Brooms is the collaboration he's got going on now with Lazy Days Ahead and the Modfather Jesse. They've put together an Alaskan cruise where they're trying to book 100 rooms of creators and supporters. That's going to leave from Seattle in August of 2025 for Alaska. And they talk about that all the time. Now, Rambling with the Brooms does a lot more on his channel. I've hung out with him in the Sugar Shack making maple syrup, as well as his other live streams that have become quite popular as well. And forgive me, yes, Scratch and PPA. I knew eventually I was going to do it. Woman Outdoors should have been put up already because they gifted a membership earlier. And I didn't mean to skip over that. I didn't move their name from the wheel. Or I took it off and didn't paste it for myself. Katie's Kitchen has still yet to come up. We'll get Woman Outdoors up in a moment. And pardon me for that. Luckily, we're all friends here. And you'll recognize Woman Outdoors because she was, we talked about her. She was on Just Jason Keto's channel recently as well. And thank you, Scratch and PPA. I don't know how he does it, but he manages to not only be here for every live stream for its entirety, but manages to catch all of my mistakes as well. So Rambling with the Brooms, hopefully everybody will connect with this fellow Canadian. He's got over 1,700 subscribers, monetized, lots of ways to support him, including super chats and memberships when we get there. I'm going to try and move a little bit faster through channels. I usually do as the stream goes on. Woman Outdoors is coming up right now, and thank you again, Scott, my dear friend. I always appreciate your extra generosity. Absolutely unnecessary, very much appreciated, of course. And Marketplace Boutique, good to see you here. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for this live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Catlin was just asking, when you run someone's playlist, does it count the hours if you watch more than once? Yeah, here's the thing. Lately, we've got a lot of creators that are doing a lot of very aggressive playlist swapping, and all I mean by that is that people are really chasing hours, and it's understandable, of course. Now, the trouble is, it's not like there's one right way to do a lot of different things, but what we do is just stick to the program we've been doing for many years because it works, and I've got quite a few friends who've helped with a lot of playlist swapping. First of all, all of our moderators have both helped countless creators with their watch hours over the years, but also they are generous in sharing information that they learn along the way so that we can all help more people. We've got some other creators that have been extremely helpful as well. Mod6510 Models comes to mind, Two Pineapples comes to mind, where I've had conversations with these creators behind the scenes where we've run playlists for creators countless times on countless accounts. And I know that there are creators out there that are insisting on things like clearing watch hours, wiping out your browser history, using VPNs and everything else. In my opinion, it is much better to help two creators with their watch hours than to help one creator twice. I'm not saying I'm right. We all have to make our own decisions. But, given the opportunity for me to run one creator's playlist 3 times is never going to happen. Now, what I do have is several accounts, so it's possible that I'll run somebody's playlist on different accounts, but never twice on the same account, not until those red lines disappear themselves, which now seems to be a year. So I have a hard time believing that anybody can trick the YouTube algorithm into thinking we haven't already watched something. So I'm not saying I'm right. I know I disclaim that all the time. But here in Superchat, I'm not going to change the program unless the YouTube terms of service or guidelines change, or if we have an abundant number of creators that notice a big change in the system. Otherwise, what I recommend for everybody, you're free to swap playlists here. Just simply say I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. But I recommend, instead of spending the time trying to figure out how to run somebody's playlist more than once, I would recommend finding more people to swap playlists with. And if you wanted to, everybody could always share with each other, hey, I've swapped with this person, that person, this person, that person, and give each other lists of people to reach out to if they wanted to. But we always talk about it here multiple times. It's got to be at least 5 times a stream. We talk about swapping playlists here, and you will always find brand new channels coming through the chat. You'll find over 100 creators in almost every live stream here. There are way too many people to ever run enough playlists for every single person. All of our moderators do it too. I'll even do it with you if you want. You can reach out to me on Instagram, Twitter, or Facebook. So, Woman Outdoors, I hope that somewhat answered the question, even though it's a long-winded answer. But I'm just saying, I never run a playlist more than once for a creator on any channel because I prefer to help more people. I would rather pass names along like I do with our moderators. All of our moderators do a lot of helping of other creators, and some of our moderators even reach out to me specifically to ask me who they can help, as opposed to anything else, because it builds your circle of friends as well. Would your channel do better if you had 5 friends or if you had 10 friends? That's a simple concept. So, Paralife TV, Shane, your everyday wheelchair ninja is here. The how-to lady, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. She is a long time friend. And Catlin, yeah, the reason I'm going on and on about it is not because of your question, by the way. It's because it's something that's come up recently several times. We find waves of things in our YouTube journeys. For a little while, you hear a lot of creators talking about watch hours. Then you'll hear a lot of creators talking about subscribers. And it goes back and forth. You know, ebbs and flows like everything else in life, it seems. So Woman Outdoors is here with another channel that can be grouped in with the homesteading, farming, ranching, gardening, camping, hiking, fishing, and other outdoor channels. She brings us a lot of outdoor content, but we might catch her indoors as well. She's been doing quite a bit of live streaming, and like I said, she was recently featured on Just Jason Keto's channel. So I'm going to go back and watch that. They talked for about an hour. He's typically talking about a keto-based diet and lifestyle. Woman Outdoors will probably have her own tips and tricks for that. When we get into her shorts videos, we see that some of these have gotten into 1,200, 1,900, and even 2,700 views. And then when we look at the videos, we're going to find a lot of variety here. So I'm just going to grab this tent video. It's a product review. This is going to be interesting. I've been getting advertisements for tents, and I think I have no intention of sleeping in a tent anytime soon. I just haven't been doing any camping. I don't have plans right now, but I think it's because of what we're doing with our homesteading channels, or because we know the phone's always listening when I've been talking about this stuff, trailers and tents and all kinds of camping gear. And thank you, Don Raby, listening while snoring. I don't know how Pete gets through it without snoring, to be honest with you. But I appreciate everybody. And every moment everybody can spend. Now, Woman Outdoors does a lot of product reviews, actually, but they bring us a lot of outdoor content as well. This channel comes to us from the Erie, Pennsylvania area, so they're able to bring us all 4 seasons, like we talked about with Rambling with the Brooms earlier from Ottawa, who's only about 7 or 8 hours away from them. And that means we get to see all 4 seasons, meaning the extreme cold, the extreme heat, the sun, the wind, the rain, everything in between. Woman Outdoors is going to take us to some really interesting places, sometimes for a story to be told or a look around, but often camping, which is really cool. And there's product reviews here, shout out videos, and she'll always let people meet in her live streams as well. So hopefully everybody will connect with her. Woman Outdoors has an incredible reputation in the community as somebody who supports others. I run into her constantly when I'm out supporting others myself, bouncing in between premieres. and live streams. So we're going to go for 3 minutes. We're going to come back. I already spun the wheel earlier. Katie's Kitchen is going to come up. I think I might have missed a super chat actually from Wayne's World Unlimited. I didn't mean to miss that. We're going to put Wayne's World Unlimited first, and then we'll go on break. We'll come back with Katie's Kitchen. If anybody has the ability to share this stream right now, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, Threads, or any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. Helps get another couple of people into Tuber Chat right now and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther both today and in the coming days and maybe even weeks ahead as a replay because of the engagement signal sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share. When we look at Wayne's World Unlimited, he comes to us from the UK and is now working on 500 subscribers. Budgeting Just Because is in the house. Granny Filming again is here. Thank you both for coming in. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. As long as everybody's still active in the chat, we should get around to everybody. Randacita, good to see you in the house. And Wayne's World Unlimited actually brings us a variety of content. They always engage conversation here, for which I'm grateful. Let's look at what they're doing with their shorts videos first, because we're taking a lot of interest in shorts. They've gotten into 5,000 views on many of these. One of them over 7,400, and a breakout shorts video over 227 views, or 227,000 views, which is great. And when we look at his videos, we'll see a lot of variety, but he takes us outdoors more than anything else. Lots of stories to be told, lots of looks around different areas. He brings outtakes into his videos as well. And Wayne's World Unlimited obviously is a dynamic creator, and a little bit of comedy might be found in some of these videos as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with him. He's here with us frequently. And hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. Patrick Hollett from Newfoundland. I'm quite sure I knew you're Canadian, but may not have been sure about that, so forgive me if I'd forgotten that. Lots of fellow Canadians in the house, but of course everybody in their YouTube journey has viewers and supporters from around the world. Katie's Kitchen is going to come up in just over 3 minutes. Alright, we're back and looking at Katie's Kitchen. I had spun the wheel prematurely earlier. We had a lot of creators lined up with extra generosity today, for which I'm grateful. Of course, Lazy Days Ahead with Jesse and Lisa is in the house. We talked about them for a quick second earlier while we were talking about Rambling with the Brooms, because they are collaborating on that Alaskan cruise that we mentioned. So Katie's Kitchen is up here right now. This is a creator we're still getting to know, and they've got 34 subscribers right now. We'd love to help them move towards that first 100. We know that the road to the first 100 is more challenging than ever, but as long as everybody's doing as much as we can for each other, we see channels growing, hitting the first 100 and other milestones like it all the time. So Katie's Kitchen is going to bring us cooking and canning videos. They want to share their passion with us. They've been cooking since they were a kid and canning for over 10 years. So a bit of experience here. We should be able to learn from them, and we'll keep an eye on the channel. Of course, we got notifications on for everyone. I'm going to look at their shorts videos, and we see that these have even already gotten into 1,400 and 1,500 views, and I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther with those. I'm sure they'll continue to grow as they keep posting more and more. And then thank you, Lazy Days Ahead with Jesse and Lisa. They are, of course, talking about taking over the Stream Boss position, which should happen any second. You have to be careful, because sometimes that thing doesn't work. It's like every other thing online. It's not 100% perfect, but most often we see it register. But because of that extra generosity in that super chat, we're going to put their channel up on the screen right away. We always put super chatters on the screen in order, and then we put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. So Lazy Days Ahead with Jesse and Lisa is working on 1,500 subscribers, and this is the creator, the mod father, Jesse from Jesse and Lisa here, that I was talking about with Scott. They're working on that Alaskan cruise. These creators both want to introduce people to each other. They want to fuse friendships. They want to help others grow their YouTube channels and move along in their YouTube journey. This is part of the reason why Jesse is known as the mod father. And it's interesting, they're always having fun on the channel. Jesse and Lisa are always having fun, and they get really involved in the YouTube community as well. They've been out to many meetups. They've been up with lots of different creators for different things. They've got a lot of fun in their videos. They're often bringing us, most of what I've seen on this channel is usually in the kitchen, all the different things that they're cooking and making. They've got some shorts videos here, and I haven't seen these in a while, but we see that these have gotten into 2,100, 2,200 views, and one of them even over 5,000, which is great to see. Live streams are something that happens occasionally on the channel. Looks like they're doing them about once a week, so they might have one coming up either tomorrow or the next day. Hopefully we'll catch the next one. I know it's been a few weeks since I caught that, but I did catch this one here. This is something that they did together. This is what I was talking about with Scott from Rambling with the Brooms, where they had Terry, the travel agent that's looking after this cruise, on for a very informative discussion. They simulcasted this live stream, but I caught it on Lisa and Jesse's channel, and they went over just about every single aspect, not just of their cruise, the one that they're putting together, but cruising in general. There's a lot of information there. So hopefully everybody will connect with them. Lazy Days Ahead with Jesse and Lisa, obviously extremely generous, loyal, and dedicated supporters. Thank you for that generous super chat. I really do appreciate that. They've done that countless times, and they did in fact take over the Stream Boss position, which we've seen roll over several times today. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up onto the screen. If I've missed anything in the chat that anybody meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up, or at mention Superchat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. Dre Lash, I may not have said hello. I know that they came in and said that they might just be passing through quickly, but we're going to look at both of her channels for a quick second here. And Dre Lash is here with us just about every single day, actually. She's got over 1,100 subscribers here. I've caught her most often in live streams on this channel. She does a lot of fitness and stories to be told. She did one a week ago. I didn't see that one, but I've also seen her other channels, so we get an idea of what she's got going on. Let's look at the shorts for a second here. We see that these on both of her channels have gotten into the thousands of views. 5,000 here, 5,300 here. That will likely continue as she posts more and more. And then videos, a lot of vlogging here and a lot of stories to be told also. When we get over to Dre Hair and Fitness, she wants to talk to us about regrowing natural hair, and I'll leave it to you to read the about page so you can understand why she started this second channel. There's only a few videos. She's got some shorts here that have gotten into the thousands of views, but the live streams are where I've found her the most. She's doing a lot of fitness on this channel as well. So Dre Hair and Fitness comes from Dre Lasha. She's working on 200 subscribers on that second channel, but I'm hoping everybody will connect with her and get some of that support coming back to you as well. Let me spin the wheel. We'll get another channel coming up on the screen. We're going to start moving a little bit faster. We're about halfway through right now. We're going to go for another hour and a half, and then we're going to run a stream on our music channel for an hour. That'll give you extra time to meet more friends and family members. If you haven't seen it already, all the same music that you hear in the background of Superchat is available as copyright-free music that you can use in your videos and live streams. We have a separate channel set up for that, and we often live stream. There's a video game going, there's a virtual nightclub happening, the music's pumping, and it's like a Superchat after party over there. Nightbot will drop your links for you on that channel as well. So that's in an hour and a half from now. I'll leave this live stream running right up until the moment we're ready to start that. Pauline's Lifestyle is up on the screen right now. We're going to talk about their content in a second. Dawn Ray B is coming in and gifting another 5 memberships. She's done that countless times before as well. So thank you everyone for the overwhelming generosity today. Absolutely unnecessary, very much appreciated. Mr. Ricky picked up one of those gifted memberships along with Granny Filming again. Rem's Family Farm, a longtime friend. Lori's Vlogs and Shorts, which is the second channel from Lori's Tech Time. And if any of those creators are still in the chat, I'll put them onto the screen right away. And thank you, the How-To Lady, for that. Yeah, the copyright-free music. I've got work going on now to try to expand that collection. Still going to take a while longer because, as you can imagine, publishing music legitimately takes a bit of time, but we're working on it. And the live streams that we do over here, the background music and Superchat, should have an expansion in the amount of music that's there as well. We've got about 48 songs, but I know that somebody like Pete's heard the same like 15 songs a million times. So we're working on it. And Don Ray B, thank you so much for that extra generosity. I really do appreciate that. Like I said, they've done that before countless times, actually. For that reason, we'll look at their channel next because we're treating these gifted memberships like Super Chats. And then we'll get back to spinning the wheel. And right now we're looking at Pauline's Lifestyle. Now, this is another channel that I'm still getting to know. They've been with us for a while. But let's see what they've got going on. First, I'm going to hit their shorts videos, and we see that these have just started being posted, but they've already got one over 5,700 views, one over 1,700, which is great. So they'll likely continue to grow as they post more and more. Live streams are something that they seem to be doing frequently as well. So hopefully we'll catch some of these as well. We've always got notifications on for every channel. And there's a lot of these videos. Is there, I wonder if there's a collaboration that's going on that I didn't hear about or catch right away. But this type of video has been coming up in the Superchat family quite a bit. I'm just going to grab the latest video, though. I'm going to put that in my catch-up list. That'll give me another piece of content to watch. Pauline's Lifestyle talks about fitness, lifestyle, and travel, along with some cooking videos, obviously. And one of the things I like about putting channels on the screen here in Superchat is that over time I get to know the content on the channels. I get to know the channels themselves and, you know, watching over weeks and months. And then if you want to connect on the outside social networks, I always enjoy getting to know creators in that way as well. I'm on Instagram all the time, Facebook most of the time, and Twitter some of the time as well. Next up is Don Ray B, and this is a creator. First of all, they just gifted 5 memberships again, which they've done many times before. But as well, right away when we look at their banner, when we first get to the channel, we see that they want to inspire us. And I think that's a generous mentality. And we see that each new day is an opportunity to make your dreams come true. They want to instill that in us because they're doing this for themselves right now. They have literally been working on making their own dream come true, and that's to live a homesteading lifestyle. They recently moved to 4 acres, and now they're sharing their farming and homesteading journey with us. They've got 516 subscribers, so they have to be excited about the new monetization graduated system where you're going to be entered in after 3,000 hours of watch time or 3 million shorts views instead of 4,000 hours of watch time and 10 million views in 90 days on your shorts and 1,000 subscribers. But now it's a graduated system where you get in at 500 and then you get added into the AdSense ad money after 1,000. Most creators will tell you though that that's the smaller part of the monetization in most cases. Rock Chick Beauty's here from the UK. Good to see you in the house. I'm just going to grab Don Ray B's latest video. It's a ride along, and I'm going to put this into my catch-up list. That's a different kind of video for this channel. You'll get the story about why they started and what they bring us on their About page. And let's see the shorts on this channel as well. These shorts have gotten into over 2,000 views, which is great to see. A lot of variety in there. And then you get an idea of some of the variety here, where they're bringing us outdoors and sharing that homesteading experience with us now. So this is a really, really cool story, but we see nothing but generosity and encouragement and inspiration from Don Ray B. So I hope you'll connect with them. Let's spin the wheel. One day at a time, Farmstead. Good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. For anybody that's brand new today, hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect. Please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you will find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Thank you again, Don Ray B, for those gifted memberships. Like I said, she's done that before. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. We've seen an overwhelming amount of generosity today, for which I'm truly grateful. Lisa J. Stocks is up right now. This creator is going to help us with our finances. We've got a few other creators. It's D Bankroll is here with us right now. Just budgeting just because was in the chat earlier. I think they might still be here as well. I'm grateful that we have a few of these channels, because my personal opinion is that none of us, no matter where we are in the world, learn enough about finance through our typical school systems. We have to rely on our parents and other, friends, guardians, and influential people to try to figure it out for ourselves a lot of the times. Now, Lisa J. Stocks, more often than anything else, is going to talk to us about the stock market and a lot of concepts that come along with that, like dollar cost averaging, options trading. They're very forthcoming about their own portfolio and percentages, because for a lot of investors, right, and that could be of any level, that could be beginners, that could be people who have a few dollars invested, to titans of industry who have the millions and the billions invested. At some point you're going to look at your portfolio and you're going to understand how much of each asset class you have invested in different amounts of money. That comes down to percentages. If what I'm saying makes sense, I don't know if I'm describing it right, but the idea is, like, you might hold some cash for buying power, let's just say, because if you're going to buy stocks, you got to have money to buy it with, right? So you can't have all your money tied up in stocks, otherwise you got to sell all the time. You might have precious metals, you might have stocks, you might have options, you might have crypto, and you might have things like ETFs or hedge funds or mutual funds and different types of things like this, real estate, rental properties, and all kinds of other things. Lisa J. Stocks is going to help us not only understand a lot of the terminology and technical aspects about some of the investment products and vehicles we might use, but they also talk to us about how to plan so that we can, let's say, afford or have money available for investing. So the reason why I go on and on about this is because 99% of us in the Tuberchat family have monetization on our minds. And wouldn't it be a wonderful world if we could maximize the impact of the revenue that's going to come through our monetization when it gets here? Right? I know, I promise you, how life-changing $20 a month, $50 a month, $100 a month can be. But once that starts to come in, wouldn't it, like I said, be great if you could maximize the impact of that, not to mention the income that we already have. So Lisa J. Stocks is going to help us with that. It's the Bankroll is still here. I'm not sure if Budgeting Just Because is still here or not. But these are channels that are going to help us. There they are. Yes, they're still here. And the Stock Explorer, of course, is a dear, dear friend who helps us with this stuff as well. So Lisa J. Stocks is almost at 500 subscribers. They're going to have it any day now. They're at 491. They have to be excited about the new graduated system. I'm going to just take their latest video. I'm going to put this into a different playlist. I'm going to put this in a watch later list. The reason why is because I want to see this specific one. Here they're talking about dividends, dividend paying stocks, and it looks like it says a passive income challenge. So I want to see what they've got going on there. I didn't see that they did this either. Thank you for this. I see it looks like a shout-out video, a shorts video for Tuberchat. If anybody has made shout-out videos, I have a place on our front page for videos like this, and I always want to put them there. But if you've made something like that, or if you find something like that, I'll appreciate anybody letting me know. For right now, I'm not going to watch it, but what I'm going to do is just put it on, and what I will do is save this. I'm going to show you a trick, by the way. If you're watching a shorts video and you're having trouble sharing it out as a post or on social media or anything else, all you have to do is hop into the URL of the video and replace the word shorts with the word watch. And you'll see what happens. This switches your video into a traditional view. Now you've got all the same things that you would to share a regular video, including making a post. So what I'm going to do is save this into a special playlist that we've got called Creator Shoutout Videos. And this is, I think this is where I want it to be, or is it Superchat supporters? I haven't put one in there in a while, but this is where we put shout-out videos from creators, and then when we get back to our front page, you'll be able to look down there and see some of the things that are here. So there's Lisa J. Stock's video right there. Lots of creators have done things like that, and I really do appreciate it, of course. So hopefully everybody will connect with her. Live streams are something that she might continue. We'll keep an eye on the channel. Like I always say, we have our notification bells on for everybody. So I'm going to spin the wheel. We'll take another break right now for a few minutes. We're going to come back. We're going to talk about... yes, another financial channel, a channel that's going to help us with self-sufficiency and preparedness, where finance becomes a part of that as well. Just doing our best, and we'll be back in just over 3 minutes. All right, we're back and looking at Just Doing Our Best. When we look at their front page, we see a lot of familiar faces in the featured channel section here. Featuring channels on your front page is a great way to get some extra exposure for some of your friends. And if some of them feature your channel on their front page, it can be beneficial to you as well, both for your audience and the YouTube algorithm, of course. Cruz and Koozies, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Forgive me, I really have to start moving because we got a lot of channels in here today, and we've got just over an hour to go. But I do want to mention something. Ron's Keto Cafe just mentioned the idea of having a degree in graphic design and web development. And while it's not absolutely necessary to have things like that to get work, it can be extremely beneficial. What I can tell you, I've been self-employed my whole life. So even as a young teenager, I started doing websites and things like that. I was fascinated. That's what led me into social media and everything. And I many times have built up client lists of like doing website designs and things like that, especially during the 1990s and everything. And now we have so many platforms out there like Upwork and Fiverr, even other places like Canva that give us resources and things like that, where a lot of creators do a lot of piecework. So over my lifetime, I take jobs at different points. Some of you know I work a few days right now in construction. That's half of my full-time gig. And then I do other social media and online work as well, including eBay, Amazon, and a bunch of other things. But over my lifetime, I used to work in radio. I've worked in nightclubs. I've run bars and restaurants and things like that. And but they're all for limited periods of time. But I've always got lots of things going on the side. Oh, is Cruz and Koozie celebrating a birthday? Happy birthday. I hope everybody will join us in wishing them a happy birthday. And then I just wanted to mention that because there's a lot of creators in the house that are willing to help each other. And there's a lot of creators in the house that have a lot of talent when it comes to things that not everybody likes to do. That can go from video editing to the SEO that we talk about with tags, descriptions, titles, and things like that, as well as some obvious things like banners, avatars, thumbnails, and other social media graphics as well, including posting. So some of these platforms might be a good idea to look at, like Fiverr and Upwork and things like that, because even if it's not something that you need or want as a full-time gig, it's something that could be done, you know, in off time, or when you find yourself with extra time or extra hours or things like that. Can be a great way to bring in some extra money and help people at the same time, because it's always reasonably priced, right? So it's an idea. And then Goshlin Gotcha 3004 will be 19 next month. So we'll be looking forward to your birthday at that time as well. Mr. Mickey picked up one of those gifted memberships. And forgive me for not being certain if this is your first time in Tuber Chat today. I thought so. I might be mistaken about that. But we see these gifted memberships go from anybody that's been here many times before or even for years to people who've been there the first day. I insist we've seen that a couple of times now. So I've got Mr. Mickey on the wheel. I'll continue to add members as they come in. I'm going to try to start moving it today. So it's Life with Deandra. Good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody in the chat. And for anybody brand new, our instructions are always in our video description. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. Just Doing Our Best is up on the screen right now. They are going to help us with self-sufficiency and preparedness. They talk about gardening, chickens and ducks, food preservation, freeze drying, and everything in between. They show us what they do. It's not a this is what you should do. It's let us show you what we do, and then you can adapt that however you'd like. And then, yes, absolutely, that's true. Ron's Keto Cafe says, if you know how to do something, make tutorials, and you'll be amazed how you might be able to help others. Absolutely. And that absolutely is the case. So anybody with any talent of any kind can really be helpful to others and benefit at the same time by posting videos on YouTube and in other places. So I'm just going to grab doing our best latest video. I don't want to fall too far behind. I'm going to put this into my catch-up list. That's a playlist I use to keep caught up with creators. We see that they're monetized with over 1,500 subscribers. We'd love to push them towards 1,600, but we know that there's super chats and memberships to support them with when we get there. When we get into their shorts videos, we see that they've gotten into 1,300, 2,200, and even 2,900 views and beyond. And then live streams are something that they might continue frequently. It looks like they're doing these about once a week or so. Just Doing Our Best is also out there supporting other creators all the time. I've run into them countless times supporting others when I've been out trying to do the same thing. Pardon me. I hear myself again today, just screaming at the camera. I was on for an hour and a half earlier this morning as well. Canadian Family Life, Tiffany, and I joined Come Hither with Heather on their channel. We're talking about Canada because they are going to come and visit Canada later in August, close to the end of the summer, and we're expecting to do a couple of meetups. Canadian Family Life might even be able to meet up with Drew's Adventure over in New Brunswick. So Unstable TV comes to us from Ireland, our favorite Irish couple. I might as well say it now because everybody says it. We heard it from Come Hither with Heather today, and I always dance around it, right? Because you never want to exclude anybody from anything. But Unstable TV, Danielle and James have been with us for a long, long time. Their channel has just exploded at over 22,000 subscribers. And yet they're here with us almost every single day still. We've watched this channel grow from its beginnings. And these creators have put a ton of work into what they're doing. Not just on YouTube, they're active on the other social networks as well. Now I'm just going to grab the latest premiere that's coming up tomorrow. It'll be a little bit early for me, but I know there'll be fresh content on tomorrow when we get our when I get my day rolling. I'm going to take your latest video and I'm going to put this into my catch-up list. And yeah, YouTube's testing some ad blockers and things like that in some ways, so that might be helpful. We'll see. Leela Life My Way, I hope I mentioned that I put you on the wheel a while ago. Did I put you on the wheel or did I not yet? I meant to put you on the wheel and I may not have, but we'll get her on. We always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. And hopefully I'm not missing anybody in the chat as well. Now, Unstable TV is going to bring us reaction videos more than anything else. But it's not that anybody can just do any reaction video and have it fly. That's not how that works. It takes a lot of experimenting. It takes a lot of trial, error. And these creators, as you can see, get mixed results on a lot of their videos, even to this day. 1,900 views on a video that just came out a few days ago. And then, you know, some of the videos don't fly as hard as others. But one of the things we're going to see from these creators, though, is, first of all, they do live streams frequently. Oh, they just did one today. I missed that. And then when we look at their popular videos, though, we see that these have gotten into 100,000, many of them, and then 200,000 views, and one of them over 224,000 views. These are not shorts. These are videos, right? And you can see this is a dynamic couple. They have a chemistry that is unmatched in the Superchat family. They always have fun. You can see that they do a great job with back and forth together. They always have. And their shorts videos have really moved as well. So they've gotten into 2,600, 2,800, even 4,300 views. So when we look at a second channel they've got set up, they've dedicated dedicated this second channel to shorts. So Unstable TV Shorts has got over 500 subscribers now. They have to be excited about the new monetization system. They'll be working on the 3 million views in 90 days, so we'll see if they can do that. But they've got a few of these have really moved into the 10,000 views and beyond. 11,000 here, 13,000 here, and they're really mixing these things up. So it's a nice complementary channel from our friends Danielle and James from Unstable TV. Incredibly supportive creators, also generous in willing to share the knowledge that they've gained and their experiences to give tips and tricks to others about how they can experience some of that success as well, and they happen to be incredibly supportive. If anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Mike and Rihanna's Adventures are coming up. These are fellow Canadians from Medicine Hat, Alberta, and they were with us actually for that. They were in the chat for that conversation this morning with Come Hither with Heather, along with Unstable TV Shorts and a few others. Mike and Rihanna's Adventures is a family vlogging channel, and they take us indoors and outdoors for all kinds of different adventures, different kinds of ideas. We get a chance to get to know them. They're often in the kitchen. Sometimes they take us on trips. One of the things they did recently was that balloon launch that you see in their first video here. They also do a lot of live streaming. They've got a few set up. So they got a birthday and anniversary live stream set up for next week. I've got my notification on for that. I'm setting notifications for a few others that they've got coming up. One of them's tomorrow. They always do Sunday fun live streams. Hopefully we'll be able to catch that, and that'll be in the afternoon tomorrow. I'm in the Eastern time zone, of course. And then we'll look at their shorts videos and see how these are performing. These have gotten into the 2,300 views for many of them, and then 9,400 for one, and 290,000 views on one of these shorts videos, which is really, really cool. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. They're working on 2,400 subscribers right now. They're working on their description, their tags, their titles. They're playing around with thumbnails. I'm going to show you Rihanna's Weekly Extras, which is a complimentary channel that they've started. Rihanna's Weekly Extras has a few shorts here, and then as well, live streams have already happened. I caught that boat launch, or balloon launch on Rihanna's channel, and then as well, they've got a variety of videos. She's often bringing us in the kitchen, but she might be taking us out for other adventures as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with her here. We know that the road to the first 100 is more challenging than ever, but as long as we're all doing as much as we can for each other, we see channels growing, hitting the first 100 and far beyond all the time. Big Dude is going to inspire us in a spiritual way. I'm going to get that channel up right now. If anybody hasn't already given us a thumbs up for this live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. You know, sometimes you get into a premiere live stream, get captivated by the content or the conversation, and just need a quick reminder. Coffee Walks and whatever, good to see you in the house. I think I caught a premiere from them this morning, is that right? Pendar, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And Big Dude, like I said, is going to inspire us in a spiritual way. They do that through video shorts and I believe live streams. Let's have a quick look. They got one coming up today, actually, in a few hours. And so they're going to do some Bible study. They've got shorts videos as well. A lot of celebrity shout outs and public figures here, getting into 15,000 and even 24,000 views. Their videos are posted frequently as well. As we can see, they just put one up yesterday, and I'm just going to take the latest one, put that in my catch-up list, and that'll give me a chance to catch up a little bit. I'm going to spin the wheel. We'll get another channel coming up on the screen in another moment. If anybody, if I've missed anything in the chat that anybody's meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up, or at mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. Dutchfly61 is coming up right now. We'll see what they've got going on their channel. There's a Skywatching channel that picked up a gifted membership today, and you'll have to forgive me because I completely lost track of who picked up which gifted memberships from which creators, because we saw a lot of that early in the stream today, an overwhelming amount of generosity, and I really do appreciate that. Dutchfly61 has been a member many times though, and they bring us a skywatching channel. They post videos occasionally, but you'll notice that they've got one shorts video, and that's already over 4,000 views, actually over 4,100. So hopefully we'll see some more. They've just posted a couple of videos in the last couple of weeks, so I've got the latest one in my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to catch up to them, and they also happen to be a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. Oh, playlist and watch hours, Catlin. Yes, yeah, we've been talking about that a little bit more lately than always. In the early days of Tuber Chat, when it wasn't quite so busy, right? We'd only have like 20 or 30 channels come through. It was easy, first of all, to get everybody on the screen. And then secondly, I could do a lot more talking about a lot of the details that we discuss about, you know, playlists, featured channels, a lot of the YouTube journey, my own experience and things like that. Whereas now we've really compressed things, right? So, whenever anybody has any questions, just please mention them with 3 thumbs up or @mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. That should help me see them. And the idea is not to tell anybody what they should or shouldn't do. I try to be transparent about my own experience. We just want to discuss ideas so that we can all share our experiences and make better decisions for our videos and channels, myself included. We learn a lot from each other here, and I've been corrected many times over the years, you know, about different things. So it's not that there's necessarily one right way to do something or wrong way to do it. What we do here is, like you see from many of our friends on their about pages and things like that, we just want to talk about the way that we do it, and then everybody can make their own decisions as well. You have to always consider where information is coming from. It's one thing for creators to say, well, we've been on YouTube for years and we know everything, and forgive the way I'm putting that, but literally sometimes you hear that. It's another thing to say, okay, well, let me see what you have accomplished so I can make a decision. Do I want to follow in those footsteps? Do I want to have what you have? Do I want to go a different route, right? That's an idea, because we've seen a lot of creators. It's unfortunate, but sometimes I've, you know, met creators who've been on YouTube for 10 or 15 years, and, you know, when they'll ask for, let's say, for opinion, if not advice, and then when you try to give ideas, they'll be like, oh yeah, well, I know everything, so I don't. And I don't mean to be I don't know how to put the word for that, but you know what I'm talking about, right? We want to be patient with everybody, we want to be helpful, and it's unfortunate when you're asked for help and then it's not listened to, not necessarily accepted. But again, like I said, I learn from creators of all sizes every day. I strive to improve all the time. I experiment with a lot of different things, most of which do not work out. And I try to be transparent about that as well, so that you can look at the things that I've done and say, well, I'd want to take his advice and not make the same mistakes that he's made. You know, things are much different today than they were back in the day. And even when I started 6 years ago, the first channel that I started with was not my own. I started by running a channel for somebody else. It took us 6 months to get 100 subscribers on that channel. The same creator started a 4th channel last year and got 250 subscribers in 1 day from community posts alone. So we've come a long way, and these are just ideas, right? So we always want to learn, and the YouTube system is changing all the time. So what was true last year may not be true next year. So we'll just keep an eye on that. Embarkation Nation is up here right now. They want to live each day like it's Embarkation Day. They want to instill that in us. And the idea, of course, is when you're about to embark on a journey, or in their case, maybe a cruise, it's a very exciting moment when you're just beginning the journey. And they want to instill that excitement in us on their channel. They've got a hotel and marina review. I'm going to put this into my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to somewhat stay caught up. I try to, you know, do as much as I can for creators like we all do. They've got over 1,000 subscribers, so they'll be working on 1,100 now. I'm going to hit their shorts videos for a second. What a spectacular shot this here. This is really cool. And then this is the channel where I saw one of these deck parties. I had worked on a cruise ship one summer, but I was working at the nighttime every day, like literally for 4 months with no day off, which I wouldn't have wanted one anyway, but I never actually witnessed or experienced a deck party. But they are able to bring us some of that footage, especially from Carnival, where my understanding is that that's where the party's at. A lot of our friends who are doing StreamYard panels, Embarkation Nation is a part of these. They talk about these things, and it seems to be agreed Carnival is where there's great parties. This is an example, when we look at their live streams, of the StreamYard system that allows everybody to simulcast the live streams to each channel. Lots of vibrant conversation here. Eddie Lugo Studios is there. Destination Fun is found all the time. Warm Strong Adventures and other familiar faces as well. Hopefully everybody will enjoy all of this content. I'm sure you will. And of course, generous, loyal, and dedicated supporters. So you'll be happy to get the support coming back from them that we see here as well. Yarn, again, good to see you in the house. They happen to be a member. I'm going to put them on the wheel right now. The Bud files are coming up as well. We always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. We still got an hour to go. We're going to run a music stream afterwards on our copyright-free music channel for an hour, where you'll be able to continue meeting friends and family members. And Nightbot will drop your links on that channel as well. There's a video game going and a virtual nightclub happening. The music is pumping, and it's a lot of fun over there. So I hope everybody will join us for that if you have time. The Bud Files is up right now with getting on 1,300 subscribers. These are modern day archaeologists, and the idea is that they want to uncover history and digitally preserve it in video. They've really expanded their content over the last year. Now they're here with us in Tuber Chat every single day, but they also are out supporting other creators. I run into them countless times. Every time I'm out supporting other creators, I seem to run into them. They do a lot of different variety now in their content, most often taking us to places like graveyards, cemeteries, and abandoned locations. Their shorts videos have a lot of variety as well, and they've gotten even into 5,000 and 15,000 views here, as well as live streams are frequent on the channel. Often they're taking us out for stories to be told, history lesson type ideas, but sometimes they're singing and dancing, playing a video game, and hanging out at home. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that variety. The Bud Files, incredibly supportive creators. Like I said, they seem to be everywhere all the time, and you hear me use those words to describe a few creators, actually. We're going to get to Trippin' with Dre and Michelle right now as well. They've been with us since early in the stream. We've been on for about 2 hours now, and like I said, we still got an hour to go. I'm going to try to move quicker through channels so that we can get through as many as possible. And what we are looking at is a channel that's going to bring us travel more than anything else. They got a premiere coming up tonight, actually, in a few hours. So I've got my notification on for that. And this is a group cruise. It looks like Meat and I are influential friends here in the Tuber Chat family as well. Some of you know that Meat and I is a channel that does an award show every year, where we've had several nominees out of the Tuber Chat family, which is kind of cool. I'm going to take the latest video. I'm going to put that in my catch-up list as well, so I can catch up with that. They bring a little bit of variety in their videos. And they talk about travel, food, reviews, inspiration, music, and more. When we look at their shorts videos, because we've taken an interest in these, especially over the last many months, these are getting into close to 1,000 views. So as they post more and more, they'll likely cross that milestone soon enough. They just did a live stream today, and then I didn't realize they must be a DJ. I think I caught them for one of these. Yeah, here we go, DJ Big Dre, something we have in common. I was a DJ in a past life. And Trippin' with Dre and Michelle are here with us frequently, so hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. I'm going to spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up onto the screen. If I've missed anything in the chat that anybody mentioned, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or at mention Superchat, connect and grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. Leela Life My Way is coming up right now. We'll see what they've got going on their channel. And Leela Life My Way has 487 subscribers. They have to be excited about getting close to 500, especially with the new graduated monetization system. And I'm just going to grab their latest Happy 4th of July video. And they're often taking us out for a look around places. I've been shopping with them in their videos many times. This is a different one where they relax by the fire here. I'm just going to take their shorts videos and have a look at how these are doing. We see that they're already well beyond 1,000 views. They got another breakout one here, because this is one that we've seen many times having this channel on the screen. Over 1,100 views, but they've got one now over 1,400, which is a different type, so that'll be an interesting thing to see. And then live streams, here we go. So they might continue with these. We'll keep an eye on the channel. We always have our notification bells on for every channel that comes through, of course. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up onto the screen, and it looks like it's going to be a friend of over 3.5 years. AceFlaw1 is a channel run by a friend named Andy, and he's been with us from the very beginning. He's one of the first creators that I met, along with Brown Girl Bella, Elevate with Fern, and others 3.5 years ago in the small YouTuber community that inspired the idea for this channel right here. Now, AceFlaw1 brings us travel videos more than anything else. I think he said he's going to Italy shortly, and will be able to bring us some content from there. Over 4,200 subscribers on this channel, and videos here come out occasionally. I'm just going to look at the shorts here, and we see that these have gotten into hundreds of views. One of them over 1,300, so hopefully we'll see more from Andy on AceFlaw1. And hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with him. I hope you take inspiration from the idea that I talk about, some of these friendships that are now well beyond 2 and 3 years. And let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up onto the screen in a moment. If anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. It's the Bankroll is up right now. We'll see what this creator's got going on. They're another creator that is going to help us with our finances, and low income budgeting is what they talk about, along with mortgages and other savings challenges like cash stuffing and things like that. I keep talking about it, but I'm so thankful to have a lot of creators that are helping us with our finances. Budgeting Just Because is still here. Lisa J. Stocks was here earlier. Of course, the Stock Explorer is both a member and a moderator here. I'm just going to take this video. This is going to be a really cool video to see. Now, first of all, they talk about being monetized, which is great to see. So they've got a monetization video talking about what's next for the channel, but they've got to get to know me 40 questions here. Kristen Welton, who we still have yet to see today, has done collaborations with that kind of a concept as well. And then thank you, Wayne's World Unlimited, for the kind words. I really do appreciate that. So It's the Bankroll's working on 900 subscribers right now. That's going to be a great channel for our great video for us to get to know the creator behind the channel, and you can get an idea from some of these shorts, the different kinds of challenges that they're doing where they're talking about saving money and showing us how it can be done. Right? These cash stuffing challenges are common, lots of different ways to do them, but I'm thankful that we have a few channels helping us with our finances here. So hopefully everybody will connect with It's the Bankroll. They're here with us frequently, obviously another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. If anybody has not already given us a thumbs up for this live stream right now, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. Professional Paranormal Research is up right now, And I'm just going to grab their latest video. I got the latest one, so I'm going to take something from the homepage, actually. This is from several months ago, but I'm going to put this in my catch-up list. Just give me another piece of content to watch. I caught them for a live stream the other day, I think, right? Yeah, longer ago than I thought, but 2 weeks ago. I've got a notification on for one they've got coming up tonight, and they've got another one coming, or sorry, tomorrow. They've got one coming up the next day. Live streams are frequent here, a couple times a week it looks like as a minimum. They've only got a few shorts, but one of them's already hit 2,400 views. Hopefully they'll keep posting those, and they're at 1,900 subscribers, which puts them officially on the road to 2,000. We always say you're officially on a road when you get to a 100 milestone. Cruising Scene, hopefully I said hello earlier, but it's good to have you still in the house. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up onto the screen ready to go. And if anybody has the ability to share this stream, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get another couple of people into Tuber Chat right now, and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther both today and in the coming days, and maybe even weeks ahead as a replay, because of the engagement signals sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share. We're going to go for another 3 minutes. We're going to come back and look at Canadian family life. All right, we're back and looking at Canadian family life. So when we look at this creator's channel, this is Tiffany, actually, who's behind this. And it's an interesting channel for us to look at today because we together joined Come Hither with Heather and Drew's Adventures on Come Hither with Heather's channel earlier today, and did a hour-and-a-half conversation about Canada, actually, because Come Hither with Heather and Drew's Adventures will be visiting later in the summer, towards the end of the summer, actually. But we had a talk about the ideas behind Canada's reputation, or Canadians' reputations, as being incredibly nice. And you'll be able to hear what both Tiffany and I had to say about that when you watch that. But Tiffany's built up this incredible reputation over a short period of time as somebody who's incredibly supportive to others. And it's interesting because today, while we were on that live stream, I'd heard a story from Tiffany that I had not heard before. And she mentioned the idea that she started her YouTube channel to provide, family memories. And we've heard that from a few different creators. They start with that intent. It actually ends up becoming more popular and going farther than they expected. And so they're motivated to continue and bring more and more content. So I thought that was a really, really cool story. I did not know that before today. But like I said, we're always learning, right? No matter how much we get to know creators, there's always more to learn, right? We all have a lifetime worth of stories to tell each other. And Tiffany's built up a great reputation as a supporter, so much so that I already had been caught being mistaken in how long they've actually been with the Superchat family. It feels longer because I see her out supporting other creators all the time. Now, on her channel, you might find a little bit of mail call videos. I've caught a couple of these, actually. But she's most often talking to us about saving money through grocery hauls and things like that on the channel. She's taken out for us an adventure in the latest video. She's got some shorts here too, and these have started to get into well over 1,000 views. A few weeks ago she was on, and this particular video she'd put out that day, and we were watching it climb and climb and climb to now over 2,400 views, which is great to see. She's got a live stream scheduled tomorrow, and that is a monetization celebration. As a matter of fact, I don't want to miss that. So, hey Siri, remind me tomorrow at 6:55 p.m. to catch Canadian Family Life. I might have set off a few people's series there. Forgive me if that's the case, but I actually use that thing. Canadian Family Life is working on 1,400 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards that milestone. And again, that was Come Hither with Heather. I'm going to type it in the chat. Her channel. I put it on the community post, earlier today, so you'll be able to find that easily. And again, you can see what we have to say. We're hoping for some meetups. Drew's Adventures might be able to go and visit Canadian Family Life. We're hoping. He's going to spend a little bit more time in Canada. And Come Hither with Heather and Werner's Adventures will be here for about a week. I'll expect to meet up with them, hopefully more than once. Yaya's Best Life is up on the screen, and this is a channel I see out supporting others all the time as well. Another longtime friend. They're working on 1,400 subscribers. We see shorts are front and center here, and we're just going to look at how these are performing. But we see that these have gotten into over 4,400 views, even 6,900 views, which is great to see. Live streams are frequent on the channel. I catch Yaya's Best Life often. They seem to be on just about every day, exercising, taking us for a walk, and I see they've got some new videos. So I'm just going to take the latest video that brings us breakfast after their 2-mile daily walk, and I'm going to see what they have to say about that. But you'll get some more variety on the channel as well. And like I said, Yaya's Best Life is out supporting people all the time. Longtime friends, so thank you for being here again. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up onto the screen. Looks like it's going to be Cricket 208. We'll see what they've got going on. One of the things I should remind everybody about, I know we've got quite a few new channels that have come through today. The best success in Superchat is always found in making the first move, reaching out to other creators and supporting them with all the things you wish they would do for you. We have our instructions in our video description. Very important that we're watching 3-minute videos from beginning to end and leaving a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of those videos while we watch. You're free to come in and out of Tuber Chat as much as you need to. This is one of the reasons why we took the ads off of Tuber Chat live streams a long time ago. I put them back for the replays, but they're off on the live streams. We have enough Super Chatters and members, of course, as you can see, for which I'm grateful, but that lets everybody get in and out of here faster as much as you want. You're supposed to be going out to visit other channels and then coming back in if you wish to, because we know that it takes anywhere from 5 to even 6, 7, 8, maybe 10 minutes to support creators. You're free to do much more than we describe, like watching longer videos or more videos, but we talk about the minimums that we know have worked for over 3 years now. Cricket208 has 185 subscribers. They've got some shorts front and center on their channel. We'll look at these first and see that these have broken into 1,300 and 1,400 views. A lot of variety there, and I talk about it all the time, but pardon me just for a moment. My goodness, I'm choking on nothing here, my God. Pardon me for that. Pardon me. So, Cricket208, we look through their videos. I'm just going to grab the latest one. I'm going to put this into my catch-up list. Pardon me, I lost my train of thought when I started that coughing episode. 185 subscribers, though. We'd love to push them towards the 200. I think I was saying when we look at shorts, regardless of the niche of the channel, we find a lot of creators bringing a lot of variety in their shorts. Here they expect to bring us random content, nature, cats, dogs, birds, life, whatever catches their eye, and they're doing all their filming and editing on a phone. So they let us know that, but it seems to be working because the channel's growing. They're here with us just about every single day, for which I'm grateful as well. And Coastal Waters coming up in another moment. Pardon me. I'll be over this in a quick second there. Coastal Water has an interesting story. I finally caught her for a live stream again. I think it was yesterday. I caught Cooking with Coastal. And this is one series of live streams that she does. And it's an interesting story here because what I describe a lot of the time is the biggest complaint I get as the host of Tuber Chat is why is it so difficult to get our in real life friends and family to support our YouTube channels and videos when we can find people online willing to do it, right? And it makes it that much more special when we have in real life friends or family supporting each other wholeheartedly, the way we see from Coastal Water and her husband, Backlash Fisherman, who we'll look at in a moment. They both have separate channels, but they both support each other all the time. We find them on each other's channels. So let's look at the shorts from Coastal Water first. We see that these have gotten into 2,500 and even 3,400 views. A lot of delicious looking content here because in between the fishing and outdoor ride-along live streams and things, I've caught Coastal Water in the kitchen more than anything else. So I was grateful to catch this yesterday, another Cooking with Coastal video, but she also does these car confessions, which is a ride-along live stream. She takes us on her journey as she goes about her day. It's a great chance to get to know her and hear stories to be told. Once in a while, they'll take us for a adventure as well. Videos can be anything from indoors to outdoors. Like I said, I've caught her in the kitchen more than anything else. More delicious looking content, but they'll also take us out for a family adventure as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to Coastal Water. And Backlash Fisherman, her husband here, is a first responder. On his channel, it's Fishing First, but he brings a bit of variety as well. Some of his shorts have really moved into the 3,100 and 3,800 views. When we look at the live streams, these are also frequent. A few mail calls. I've caught a few of these lately. He's got a series called Hobby Hangout. He usually brings up guests. Lots of familiar faces here, like I Bring It Every Day, She Stole My Thunder, and others. And then ride-along live streams are common on this channel as well. He always keeps up with the chat, but takes us on adventures. And both of these creators are incredibly generous, loyal, and dedicated supporters. They both happen to be members right now. Backlash Fisherman, of course, is monetized. Super chats and memberships are available to support him with on the channel when we get there. If anybody would like to swap playlists here with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. And if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Next up is Lori's Tech Time, and this is a creator we saw also as Lori's Vlogs and Shorts, picking up one of those gifted memberships today. She's got 2 different channels, and Lori's Tech Time is where she started. She brings us tech reviews more than anything else of electronic gadgets. And these can be anything from a subscription service called Gadget Discovery Club to independent reviews. Pardon me, and you see that some of these have really started to move into 3,100 and even 3,900 views. She's also got some shorts on the channel. And some of these have really started to move into 3,600 and 4,100 views. One of them over 18,000, which is great to see. And in her live stream, she often does a lot of video gameplay where she allows viewers to come in and play with her in some of these popular games like Battle Cats, Fall Guys, Among Us, and more. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with her here. But I'm going to show you her second channel as well, Lori's Vlogs and Shorts. Can't type, but we'll try. Lori's Vlogs and Shorts, and we'll look at the shorts first here and see that she has gotten some of these into thousands of views, even 6,000, 7,000, and 8,000 views, and then some more vlogs here, and these are posted occasionally along with reviews. So hopefully everybody will enjoy supporting her here. She has to be excited about the new monetization system because she became monetized with her first channel after 1,000 subscribers, but now she's on the way to 500 here, so it's going to be easier the second time around. Let's spin the wheel. Lori's Vlogs and Shorts is also active on the other social networks as well. I think I'm connected to her as a minimum on Instagram. And then forgive me if I'm not certain. I'm not on TikTok as much as you think I might be, but then Facebook and Twitter as well. Anybody can reach out anytime. As well, Eddie Lugo Studios is coming up right now. We'll see what they've got going on. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for this live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. And when we look at Eddie Lugo Studios, more than anything else, he's talking about travel, particularly cruising. He's working on 1,800 subscribers. This creator streams every single day. I'm going to take his latest video and put a notification on for that. That's coming up tonight as a premiere. I'm going to take the latest video and put that into my catch-up list. And then as well, we'll look at the shorts on the channel for a moment. We see that these have started to cross over 1,000 views into even 1,600. But live streams are where Eddie Lugo shines. He streams usually twice a day. And comes on for what he calls the morning quickie. He talks just for a few minutes, connects with a lot of other creators, so we see familiar faces. There's Warm Strong Adventures and Destination Fun. This is a common stream between these creators together where they simulcast and they talk about everything in the cruising industry. They do some This Day in History talk as well, and it's really cool because these 3 creators really complement each other, and it's a lot of fun. I'm so happy to see friendships flourish here in YouTube, and these collaborations in these live streams are just fantastic. But I try to spread the love around. So whenever I run into creators doing streams like this where a few of them are on the screen, I try to mix up who I'm going to go see one at a time, and then just, you know, the next time I catch them, I'll grab somebody else the next time. But they know that already. They've seen that between Clock Family Adventures, between warm strong between Eddie Lugo Studios, Destination Fun, and all the different channels that participate together there. So it's really cool. I'm always happy to catch them, and they've really got a vibrant community going as well. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up onto the screen. If anybody, if I've missed anything in the chat that anybody meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up, or at mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. This is Kristen Welton, my love, of course. She has her own channel doing her own thing. She's here as a member and a moderator. She tends to post videos usually twice a week, but that can fluctuate. You can see that presentation is on the forefront of her mind because she matches her bright, bold headshots on her thumbnails with her avatar, and then her banner is also choosing the same type of color scheme. She let me know recently that she's actually experimenting with different thumbnail ideas now. So that's kind of a cool experiment. We'll follow and see what she's doing with that. You'll see that she keeps a consistent look, but she started with beauty. She continues that today with a lot of subscription services like BoxyCharm, FabFitFun. She gets into things like Sephora reviews and other sponsored videos as well. She's also had some success with shorts, getting into over 19,000, 21,000, and 28,000 views. Some of you have even seen cameo appearances from Trevel Von Cuddlepuss and Spiky Bruiser right here on Tuber Chat, actually. And then live streams are something where she often collaborates with other creators. We've done a couple together. We've both been interviewed together and separately. She's collaborated with other creators like Elevate with Fern, our dear friend right there. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with Kristen Welton. Obviously another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter to everyone, but she's monetized lots of ways to support her, including super chats and memberships when you get there. She's working on 1,800 subscribers and should have it any time now. Let's spin the wheel. Hyper Blitz is coming up. They picked up a gifted membership today. We saw an overwhelming amount of generosity today with gifted memberships. And Hyper Blitz is somebody who's been a member before. Now, they've renamed their channel a couple of times. I'm just going to make sure I get the right creator. Oh, I spelled it wrong, right? Did I spell it incorrectly? Oh, Blizz, without the T. That's why. When we look for Hyper Blitz. Now, I'm just going to grab their handle just in case anybody has trouble finding the channel. I find that most creators with either popular names or really difficult to find names can struggle with the search results up until the point they have about 800 or 900 subscribers. We still want to search, find, and click on each other, but Hyper Blitz is still working on the search results there. So the more we search, find, and click on them, the better off they are. But the handle's there if you need it. They've got a lot of video gameplay on their channel. Sometimes they do talking head videos and live streams. They've been with us a long time now and are here in the chats frequently. They've gotten into 23 and 2,400 views, and live streams are frequent, so they've got a new style of video gameplay streaming as well here, which is really cool. Hopefully I'll catch them for one of these. It's been a little while. They're working on 900 subscribers, which is great. Hopefully we'll push them a little bit farther towards that milestone. And then, yeah, Katie's Kitchen is talking about an uninterruptible power supply. For those of you who haven't seen these, I have one in front of me that's a little bit older, and I've got to get a battery for this. But this kind of power bar, look at the size of this thing, and I promise you it weighs quite a bit. This feels like getting on 10 pounds or something. But what it's got is a bunch of outlets that allow you to keep the power on for a limited period of time if you experience a brownout or a blackout. And then they've got usually some other surge protected, forgive me while I roll my eyes when I say that, outlets as well. Now, the batteries can go on these things, so you got to keep that in mind. But I would recommend for anybody with a desktop computer to consider having one of those things. They can be purchased for under 100 Canadian dollars, which should be around 50, 60, maybe as high as $70 American. But they are a godsend, because even though we talk about surge protection, when you get a lightning storm and things like that, you will find lots of creators walking into computer shops not understanding why their computers aren't working. Power supplies fry and motherboards get affected by that. All electronics can be affected by power surges and things, right? Not that I know what I'm talking about, just that I've been through this many times. So I keep an uninterruptible power supply on every computer that I run. Excuse me, and I promise you, I'm older than you think I am, and I tend to try to squeeze as much value out of every computer that I have. So I have computers that are quite old, but I keep them running, and I always keep them protected. The other thing, too, is these things can plug in by USB to your computer, so if there's a power outage, it tells the computer to shut itself down so that it doesn't experience things like surges, if that makes sense. And then one of the things you can think about with laptop computers is they typically don't need it the same way. Of course, you'd be helping yourself by having something like that, even in the case of a laptop. But laptops have that kind of idea built in. If the power goes out, you know, if somebody trips over your power cord or pulls it out of the wall, your computer's still on for as long as your battery's going to run, right? But batteries don't last forever, so we have to think about that too. Mona Did What is up on the screen right now. They've got a couple of live streams coming up. I've got notifications on for both of those. We're recommending for everybody to set notifications for everything you see, whether they're premieres or live streams, because it sends an engagement signal of interest into the YouTube algorithm. That's in the spirit of doing as much as we possibly can for each other. I'm just going to grab her latest video and put this into my catch-up list. It's interesting. She's talking about how to get Nightbot to drop the link in the chat. In another 20 minutes, we're going to go over to the music channel. We'll run a stream for an hour over there. That's all the same music you hear in the background here. It's copyright free, and we do live streams once in a while so that you can continue meeting friends and family members over there, and Nightbot will drop the link for you the way that Mona Did What is probably talking about here. I haven't seen the video yet. And then shorts videos on this channel have gotten into over 5,000 views, which is great to see. Live streams are frequent, and she's got some friends coming up on StreamYard panels, as we can see. But Mona Did What as well is going to talk to us about quilting and crafting, and she's going to help us. Tips and tricks are common on the channel, but she's also going to help us learn how to avoid mistakes and fix mistakes when we make them. You can imagine the work that goes into making quilts when we're talking about material that's got to be cut in the ways that they have to do here, but she shows us how that's done as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with her. 1,200 subscribers. I'm glad to see a helpful tutorial video coming out of the channel as well. Oh, I see. Yeah, Katie's Kitchen. Interesting. You'll find a lot of businesses will use those UPS systems for their cash registers and things like that. I've worked in bars and restaurants, and we always had those on the cash register computers and things like that. Yarn Again is up right now with 522 subscribers. This is a channel I'm still getting familiar with as far as content goes. They have to be excited about the new graduated monetization system with those 500 subscribers, but they've got some shorts videos here as well. I'm looking at these, and these have gotten into 1,300 and 1,400 views, which is great to see. Videos include a lot of variety, as we can see. They might be taking us out on an adventure. They might be bringing us for a Happy Meal video to see some of the things they're getting from other creators. And this is interesting, an alpaca farm. I know a few people who'd be interested to see this. I'm going to put this in my catch-up list, and that will give me a chance just to catch up a little bit. It's been a little while. And Yarn Again, we'd love to push towards the 600 subscribers we know that they're thinking about. I'm just spinning the wheel. We'll get another channel ready to go. I know I'm starting to race through channels here. We still got 20 minutes, so I'll get as many channels on the screen as I can. We always get through as many as possible during our live streams. I'll get some from our chat list and put them on the wheel in a moment. That's always based on who's been most actively engaged in conversation. I have a robot that helps keep track of that. Baron is coming up right now. This creator's name is so popular and short that it is very difficult to find in most cases. I'll put the handle in the chat if you want to catch them. They do frequent videos, basically multiple times a day in most cases, where they are typically bringing us shout outs for celebrities and other public figures and things like that. Some of their shorts have really moved. Live streams are something they do occasionally, and then videos. I'm just going to take the latest one and put it into my catch up list just so that I can try to keep caught up with this creator the littlest bit. Let me spin the wheel, and I'm looking at my list right now to see what I can do about adding more channels onto the wheel. So I'm just going to double check that a couple of people are here and then get them on. Two of our beloved and dedicated moderators and dear friends, Scratch and PPA and Michael's Adventures, have been at the top of the wheel for the whole live stream. That's 2 hours and almost 45 minutes of a wait to get to Michael's Adventures. He's here as a member and a moderator right now. Both of those creators, Scratch and PPA and Michael's Adventures, are two of the most supportive creators that I've met in my 6 years on YouTube. Michael's Adventures posts every single day, and this particular creator brings us more wildlife than anything else. He's got a lot of premieres. He's usually a month in advance lately. I'm just going to set notifications for all the ones that I haven't already got notifications on for. I tend to find myself falling behind with all of our moderators, but I typically catch up with them all at once every couple of weeks or so. Michael's Adventures premieres and is always grateful and allowing people to meet more friends and family members when we're in his premieres. He's also got videos that bring us for a look around his area, stories to be told. He'll take us to graveyards, cemeteries, and other abandoned places occasionally. You might find him playing a slots game on a tablet or scratching lottery tickets as well in his shorts. One of his shorts has hit over 6,200 views, which is great to see. He's working on 1,200 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push him a little bit farther right now. In the wildlife videos, you're going to find a lot of raccoons, some foxes, some deer, and bird watching, and much more. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with him. I'm sure you'll enjoy the support that comes back from him. And I'm just looking for a few channels to add to the wheel. Of course, I'm looking for channels that are active in the chat. The How To Lady's been a long time friend. I know she's still here. I'm going to get her onto the wheel, and I'll grab some more names in another moment. Kat Lynn is coming up. She picked up a gifted membership today, and we had a lot of that done. It was an overwhelming stream right now for generosity, for which I'm grateful. Now, things like super chats and memberships, of course, are not necessary, but very much appreciated. Kat Lynn has been a member before. They bring us oracle readings, so this can give you an idea as to what's been going on in your life, what might be happening today, and what might be about to come. And we will take this creator's latest video. They tend to be just a couple minutes long. I'll put this in my catch-up list. That'll help me catch up with them a little bit. I'm going to look at their shorts videos. We see that some of these now have gotten into 1,400, and this one here is fairly new and gotten into 1,500 views, which is great to see. I hadn't seen that one before. Live streams are something they've been doing about once every week or two, so hopefully I'll catch you for another one. They just did one yesterday. And let me see what I can do about looking for more names in the chat that I can add to the wheel. Marketplace Boutique will be added. And if there's anybody listening or watching that hasn't been on the wheel or the screen, just please say anything at all. I'll get you in there right away. I'm just going to do something in another window here. I'm going to drop a link in the chat, and this is for the music channel where we're going next. All the same music that you hear in the background of Superchat is available as copyright-free music that you can use in your videos and live streams. We do a live stream over there occasionally where you're able to connect with other creators. Nightbot will drop your link. There's a video game going, music playing. It's like a virtual nightclub over there. From the other side of the fence brings us barrel racing on their channel. This is from the eyes of a parent of a teenage barrel racer, and we get to see the competitions that are done. I'm always excited to talk about this channel. I would not otherwise have known what barrel racing was, except I watched a TV show. Kristen Walton and I watched the Yellowstone series of TV shows. A bit dark, that series, but I happen to like that stuff. But it's modern day cowboy and Indian, if we want to call it that. But they talk a lot about ranching, farming, and barrel racing is a part of it as well. So this prompted me, after this channel came into the Superchat family, to go and actually look up barrel racing and watch a couple of like, let's say, just Google searches on exactly how the competition works. But it's interesting to see, because the rider and the horse have to have a connection. And not that I know what I'm talking about, I certainly don't, but when I learn from this channel, it's clear to see when you go through their content and you see the confidence that both the rider and the horse have to have together, because this competition is no joke. Barrel racing, for anybody who hasn't heard about it yet, forgive my description because it's not going to be accurate, but is a race against time where the rider is taking the horse in a cloverleaf pattern around different barrels. And I'll leave it to you to see this on From the Other Side of the Fence. They actually mix up their videos with some photography as well. Which is really cool. Patrick Hollett, I'm going to put you on the wheel. Coffee Walks and whatever is on there. Cruising Scene is on there as well. I should have pinned that link. I'm going to pin it right now. Anybody can go over there anytime. The live stream is ready to roll, and I'll start it up in a few more minutes. Cruising Scene is coming up right now. Let's see what they've got going on. I'm really racing through our last few channels. We still got 10 minutes. And then, like I said, we're going to go over to the music channel. You got an extra hour over there to continue meeting friends and family members the same way that we do here. So Cruising Scene is a channel I'm still getting familiar with. They've already chopped up their channel into lots of different playlists, which is great to see. I'm going to grab one of their latest videos. The second latest one is longer than the last one, so just in the spirit of watch minutes here, I'm going to grab the second latest video. They're bringing us on a cruise and bringing us all the activities that come along with that as well. And let's look at the shorts videos when we get to this channel. Travel in between, they say, Cruising Scene. And they've got lots of videos that have gotten into over 2,200 views, one over 2,400. One even over 8,100 views, which is great to see. I'm going to look at their live streams, and hopefully they'll do some more. We'll see. That was a year ago, but it might be an idea for the future. And like I said, they got a lot of playlists here. If anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Patrick Hollett is coming up right now. We'll see what they've got going on their channel for today. They're another Canadian friend from Newfoundland, actually, and Patrick Hollett is working on 1,400 subscribers, online gaming, cooking, hiking, and exploring Newfoundland. And that can be pronounced a couple of different ways, but Newfoundland is the most common way that we hear it around here. Of course, I'm Canadian as well. And videos, we'll see if they're going to post some new videos shortly. I think he said he just posted a brand new shorts video, so we know there's brand new content to support this creator with right there. And this is really cool, actually, hopping some meat onto a grill. We've seen lots of shorts videos in that style do very well. I'm just going to take your live stream. I know it's a year ago, but I'm going to put that replay in my catch-up list just in the spirit of watch minutes. We'll maintain them. This creator's monetized, of course, with super chats and memberships to support them with. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up onto the screen. And I'm going to get the music stream ready to roll. I'll turn it on in another few minutes here. Mr. Mickey's a brand new channel, I believe, in the Superchat family, but already picked up gifted membership today, and we had a few creators do that early in the stream. Let me just see. Oh, I got to make sure I get the right Mr. Mickey. Let's see if there's if they've still been around. Mr. Mickey is this one right here. And they're brand new to Superchat, or brand new on the screen for today. So I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, but what I'm going to do is take one of their latest videos and I'm going to put this into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list and I'll watch that video in full. I'll leave a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video, and I will give them a thumbs up and subscribe and turn the notification bell on as I do for all creators. That should make our connection stick. And then hopefully they have our notification bell on as well so they don't miss our further live streams. We are usually here 3, sometimes 4 times a week, but we mix up the days and times so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. I'm going to spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up on the screen. I put Life with Deandra on the wheel right now. Pardon me. And look at that luck. As soon as I put you on the wheel, you come up right away. I'm going to get Paralife TV on there as well. And I'm racing through channels now so that we can get over to that music stream, which I'm going to turn on in a second. Pardon me. And Life with Deandra also is brand new to Superchat. They've got some shorts videos here, so we get an idea of some of the variety they're bringing to us. And some of these have gotten over 1,200 and 1,300 views. Now, I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, but I'm going to take your second latest video here, and I'm going to put this into my watch later list. And again, what that will allow me to do after the live stream today is go through my watch later list. I'll watch your video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of the video. I'll give you a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn your notification bell on as I do for all creators. That should make our connection stick, and then hopefully you are also subscribed to Superchat and have our notification bell on so you don't miss our further live streams. We are always here 3 times, sometimes 4 times a week. We mix up the days and times so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. Pardon me while I just whip another text file over here. I've got the music stream running now, so anybody can hop over there anytime. I'm going to get the link and drop it in the chat again. We'll automatically go over there after, but anybody can hop over anytime because it's already running. Like I said, there's a video game going. It's like a virtual nightclub over there. And Nightbot will drop your link as well while you're there. And pardon me just for a second while I do something in the background here. I keep forgetting I got to switch channels to do a couple things. And we're going to get Paralife TV up onto the screen right now. Now, Shane's actually a longtime friend, and it's interesting because in his videos from Paralife TV, what I have found in my initial impression of the channel is that we get to learn 2 different things at once in every single video, because he does a lot of traditional do-it-yourself videos, but he's also giving us a look into the perspective of somebody who's got life in a wheelchair, let's just say. Now, I've caught Shane also for a lot of fitness videos, a lot of working out and things like that. It's been a while since he's put a video up. Let me just see what else has been going on the channel. Lots of shorts videos. Look at these, have gotten into 8,400 and even 10,000 views, which is great to see. I have literally sat and watched Shane work out while I eat snacks that I should never admit to anyone, so that's always fun. I'm going to take a live stream replay. This is an older one. from a few months ago, but I'm going to put this in my catch-up list. That's just in the spirit of a few watch minutes. He's got 1,900 subscribers right now, officially on the road to 2K, so hopefully we'll push him a little bit farther. Doof Paranormal is in the house. I've got them on the wheel as well because they happen to be a member. We always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. The How To Lady's coming up right now. She's a longtime friend who also brings us some fitness videos on her channel. She mixes up lots of series where they're always helpful. Sometimes design tips, sometimes fitness, now beauty, and fashion as well. Hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to the How To Lady. She's been a dear friend for a very long time, and I think that this has gotten on close to 3 years. I'm just going to grab her latest video. I'm going to put this into my catch-up list. You can see that this is a dynamic creator here. She's done an incredible shout-out video for Superchat and a few of our friends a long time ago. I put that on our front page as well, which you can catch. You see some shorts from this creator, and these have started to get into well over 1,000 views already with just a few of them up, which is great to see. Let me just get D's Fierce Fashions up here. This is a second channel. You notice the consistent look between the banner and thumbnails on both of those channels, even with different color schemes. This creator will likely get some good crossover in branding when somebody has seen one of the videos from this creator. It won't matter which channel it's on. They'll likely recognize the look of the thumbnails and presentation and be inclined to click on another thumbnail from the same creator regardless of channel, which I think will be really cool. And Paralife TV, Shane, it'll be good to see some new videos, but thank you for that. And he's another incredibly supportive creator, out supporting others all the time. Another longtime friend here in Tuberchat for what I believe is at least 1.5 years. Could be getting closer to 2 years now. Forgive me if I'm mistaken. I'm happy that sometimes I lose track of some of the friendships that we've had because they've gone on so long already. Scratch and Pete PA is up on the screen right now. This is a beloved and dedicated moderator. He is a shining jewel in the Tuberchat family, one of the most supportive creators that I've met in my 6 years on YouTube. This is somebody with presentation at the forefront of his mind as well. You can see his bright, beautiful avatar is matched by the thumbnails, which give us a hint as to the giveaways that happen in his videos. He's got an updated banner, which he works on every single week, and this creator brings us an interesting twist on lottery ticket scratching, giving us 2 different lottery tickets pitted against each other, and we get the opportunity to vote on the content of next week's video. If we follow Scratch and Pete PA on Instagram, Twitter, and or Facebook, which of course I do, it sets his series apart, makes it unique, and a lot of fun to be a part of. His video editing skills have been complimented ever since his very first video, well beyond 2.5 years now, and this particular creator has what we know is one of the fastest rolling chats in the Tuberchat family during his premieres. A big reason for that is because he's so supportive to other creators. He is the reason why I use the words "seems to be everywhere all the time" to describe him and some other creators. His live chat rivals those of Garden State Gardener, Stock Explorer, VS Speaks Royally, Hilda DC, and a couple of others. Very fast-paced, very high energy, a lot of fun to be a part of, but also this creator, without fail, posts consistently every single Tuesday at 12:15 Eastern. Some of us have alarms on our phones, and some of us even text each other to make sure we don't miss these things. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up onto the screen. Again, I've already started the music stream for today. Everybody's free to hop over there right away if you'd like to. We're all going to go over there automatically as a raid shortly, but I'm going to drop the link in the chat here right now again, and it's pinned so that you can get to it easily. Doof Paranormal's coming up right now. We'll see what they've got going on their channel. And Karen from Australia is somebody I'm still getting to know. It looks like they're saying, are you looking for answers? Are you looking for the truth? So are they. So they're talking about the unexplained by the look of it more than anything else. They research haunted locations, science fact or fiction, or sorry, sort fact from fiction. But I think they'll talk to us about a lot more unexplained as well, which is really cool. And we've got a few creators that are bringing us this type of content. Lots of shorts videos here. Good to see that they've already cracked 1,000 views. They've got a live stream coming up. It's actually starting in a couple of hours. So hopefully we can catch that. I've got the notification on for sure. And then lots of, videos here, bringing a little bit of variety as well. I'm going to grab one of the latest videos. I think I shared this out the other day, but haven't watched it. Forgive me if I'm mistaken about that. I do all my community post sharing in advance. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up on the screen. If anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. And then Marketplace Boutique is up here right now. This is a channel that I'm still getting to know. 260 subscribers. I'm just going to grab the latest video and look at this huge antique store. And I've got that in my catch-up list. That will give me a chance to catch up with that. When we look at the shorts on this channel, we see that these have gotten into 22 and 24,000, or 2,200 and 2,400 views, but one of them over 8,000, which is great to see, and we'll likely see more of that as well. They've been running an e-commerce business since 1998, and then they work in law, but they also want to do things to help them stay at home a little bit more with the family, which is great to see. So I see unboxing videos here, the shorts we've been through, and I'm looking forward to getting to know the channel a bit better. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up onto the screen right now. Thank you everybody for the time that you spent. I really do appreciate every moment everybody can spend here. I know not everybody can be here every day or for 3 hours every time we stream, but I really do appreciate every moment, even if you're just coming by quickly to give us a thumbs up or say hello. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up right now on the way out. Give the music channel a thumbs up on the way in. And the live stream is already running over there so that everybody can continue to connect. We'll leave that running for another hour or however long everybody would like. Nightbot will drop your link over there, and there's a lot of fun games and different things over there as well. Coffee Walks and Whatever is up right now with almost 1,200 subscribers. This is OJ and Deb. More often than anything else, they're going to give us a story to be told, fellow Canadians. Of course, they take us out for looks around, and then sometimes they're just chilling and hanging out. They live stream frequently. They've got some shorts into 21 and 2,300 views now, and they've also got lots of live streams. These happen frequently, so it looks like they've pumped these up to about twice a week now, which is really cool. I've been lucky to catch them several times. I didn't realize it had already been a month. I thought I caught you the other day. Maybe that was for a premiere, right? The premiere this morning, 7 hours ago. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. I know you'll enjoy the support that comes back from them. Thank you again, everybody, for the time that you spent. I'll see you over in the music channel, and we'll leave this live stream running for an extra 3 minutes like we always do. Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye.